See if we can't get rid of that static that Exior's got going on in the background. All right, stream's up. We're streaming. We're doing something. All right, stream's up.
There it is.
We're streaming. We're doing something. All right, stream's up.
There it is.
We're streaming. We're doing something.
It sort of has a beat at least. So
yeah, I know. I'm listening. I don't know what you got going on there, Exior, but it's like we hear something tapping in the background, and it's just like a little bit of static.
I'm sitting by my window, man. That's all I know. I got the air conditioner, the heater's running outside.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we're all right. Hey, look at Mulger. She's out there streaming now. Look at you. You go.
Oh, see at the top of his head.
I know.
Got about as much forehead as I do.
I know.
Yeah, I got more.
I was ready to. That's one of those ones where it's like, dude, put your helmet on. You're gonna get a headshot. Patow.
I'm not exactly sure what I did, but the top of my bald head was showing.
Yeah.
It's all right. That's why I wear a ball cap. That way the top of my bald head doesn't show. Probably just accidentally hit the video button or something.
Yeah,
Probably
turn
just
on camera.
Accidentally hit the video button.
My daughter gave me her old mic.
Accidentally
She
hit
got a new one.
The video button.
My daughter
And
gave
I
me
really
her
have no
old
idea
mic.
how to
She got a new one. Use it for.
Is it better than your mic?
I got a boom mic on my headphones.
Okay.
But this one's like one of those stand-up jobbies with me. It's nice. It's a nice looking mic. I don't make content for anything, but I'm like, what am I going to use this for?
No.
I did do a video once to show my mom how to take care of her. I got her a firearm for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I just showed her how to use it. You know how to clean it. And
Okay,
take care
Mom,
of
I'm
it.
going to send somebody into the house. I'm going to break in. We're going to show you how to shoot. Aim for the leg.
Aim for the legs.
It's like on, oh man, the Mel Gibson movies where he's the cop.
Yep.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon, yeah. He's like, see that? That's how we do it. We shoot the leg. And then the dude pulls a gun. He pops him, shoots him back into the pool.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's true, Excel. There are fewer lawsuits if you shoot to kill.
That is a fact, yeah.
Yeah, they got there's some dude in Michigan. 4 kids broke into his garage or trying to rob him. He shot through the door of his house out into the garage. Wasn't even looking. Hit one of the kids. The kid decided he wasn't going to go get help. He ended up dying, and now they're charging him with manslaughter. I'm like, you go
I was just
right
trying
ahead.
to do that.
Yep. You go right ahead, man, and we will go right to the Supreme Court. It's like
there was another episode of that happened. I think it was in California. I don't remember, but it was a veteran, older veteran like us.
Yeah.
And 3 youths decided to break down his door in the middle of the day. It was like 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
They were armed too, wasn't they?
Yeah, he one of them was armed, and he shot a couple times just to scare him off. He didn't hit him, but then they started returning fire. The one kid did, so then he loaded them up. They found 28 bullets in all 3 of their bodies.
Like it.
But then now they're going. It's California, so they're going after him.
Yeah, well, it's because you didn't need to shoot that many. So, all right, let's get the stream started. So Excel, he's already ragging on me about missing last week. So let's get us going.
Hey, the good news is the ticken's gone. So.
Yeah, I used that. I clicked on the noise suppression thing.
There you go. Look at you, Mr. Technology Whiz.
Yeah, pants to pants.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Hey, look at you. He's back for 47 months. Agerson just can't get enough of us.
Not enough. I just set him up for all. The problem is, you don't know if they're actually retreating or if their nerves are just jerking their bodies. So you just gotta keep going.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll get a recap, Excel.
Yeah, we're. I'm just thinking maybe probably should start talking about this on stream.
What are they gonna do?
Start a
What are they
band
gonna
or
do?
some shit. I don't know. They were making fun of people getting shot.
All right. Exactly. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Agora Quest, our Age of Worms edition. Appreciate you guys meeting back up with us tonight. I know we were out last week, but it was a personal decision on my part. For those that did not get the memo, I apologize. But on the front of my desktop, I have 3 fans, and one of them was sounding pretty bad, and I really didn't want to keep running my computer with that fan sounding the way it did, because who knows, locks up, causes a short, sends sparks everywhere, and next thing you know, I'm buying a whole new desktop, which probably be cool, but I got a lot of stuff on here, and I don't want to have to reinstall a bunch of crap. So that being said, I went out and I bought 3 brand new fans to replace in the front, and spent a day and a half trying to figure out how to get the front part of my case off, because it has, for those that know, every desktop, I got a big desktop, right? So it's got the whole glass enclosure and all the cool pretty lights inside and stuff. Well, the 3 fans are on the front, so when you take off the side panel and look in, you can see the screws that are mounting it to the metal bracket. The problem is the metal bracket has to be pulled out, so the front of the case is plastic and it pops in place, and it has 8 posts. The problem is those posts are the ones, when they go through the hole, they expand on the back side to lock it in place. Great. Yep. Works great. The problem is trying to get it out. So I had to squeeze the 2, which is hard enough as it is the way the thing's configured. I had to squeeze the 2 at the top and push it so it kind of goes back through the hole. But then when I'd go to get the second 2 or the second row, the first 2 would pop back in place. And after mucking with that for a while and narrowly avoiding throwing the entire desktop in the trash, I decided, you know what? I have the full suite of amenities with Geek Squad. So I took my brand new 3 fans, took it to Geek Squad and said, fix it. And so they did that, and then they did a tune-up for me, cleaned everything up, did a good job, and got it back in. And now my fans are running great. The only thing that they don't do is I have to, there is a special connector. I was talking to my son because he has Corsair fans, for those that know stuff. He has fans made by the company Corsair. They're RGB LED lighted. But on my original fans, there's a little button on my case. I just push it and it changes the lighting configuration. So it goes through a whole series. Every time I push the button, it goes to the next one in sequence. Like if I want my fans to be green, I just push it until all the fans are green. Or if I want it to be like multicolored, I can do that. There's several patterns that can go. Well, these fans don't do that. So I had to install the IQ application, which is what runs Corsair, but it's not detecting my fans. And talking to my son, he says there's a little sort of a hub that he had to put in his, and the fans plug into that hub, and the hub then plugs in your motherboard. So I'm going to go try that when I get a chance. But it doesn't really matter because the fans it's cycling through the different colors now, and it looks really good, and they sound really good and relatively quiet. So anyway, that's why we missed last week. But we're back this week. Why? Because we love you guys, and we didn't want to leave you hanging. Besides Excel talking about lawsuits and shit. So I don't know if that was me or the gun thing we were talking about earlier. But
Yeah.
Either way, I don't want to get involved in a lawsuit. So let's game tonight. So if you're new here, welcome, old hands. Welcome back. Don't forget, if you haven't clicked the like or subscribe or whatever, please do so. And if you're not one that wants to do a subscription, that's fine. We do have a tip jar. Go hit the tip jar. Just hit our main page. Scroll down a little bit on the right-hand side. You see a thing that says tips. Click that. It'll take you to a page you can donate. Help keep the stream afloat. But really, it's not that I spend a lot of money keeping the stream afloat, but every little dime that we make is definitely appreciated. Use it to help support the stream in the form of content, whether it's hosting services for our Foundry VTT or content that I purchase, whatever the case may be, right? So, yeah, if you want to help support the stream, please do so. Don't forget also, as you watch the stream, you get to earn tokens. You can trade those tokens in for natural ones or natural 20s. Just click the little gold coin underneath the chat block, and it'll pop open a window. Select which one you want. Trade in your tokens. It's free. You earn tokens. It's free. The more you interact and stuff, the more tokens and the faster. Subscribers earn at a 2-to-1 rate, so you can earn tokens faster that way. But the bottom line is you can trade those tokens in for natural ones and natural 20s. And I encourage you to do it early because they're only good for the stream that you're on. They don't carry over from stream to stream unless there's some sort of extenuating circumstance. And as it is right now, I've allowed the Nat 1s and Nat 20s that we had in place to carry over from last stream. So I have a Nat 20, Hub, Modred has a Nat 20, and Renoir now only has one Nat 20. He used to have two, but he used one, so now he's got one. So yeah, so I encourage you to do that, trade those in. However, if you want to also help support the stream in another way, for every 100 bits that you cheer, you can grant a +1 to the player or me. So those do carry over from stream to stream, because if you're going to spend your hard-earned coin, well, I'm going to allow it to carry over. Currently, Hub has a +2 available. Renoir has a +2 available. Unfortunately, nobody else has any pluses available. However, because of the fact that you guys were so generous in your understanding of having to cancel last week, as well as Pittsburgh Steelers kicking the crap out of the Cincinnati Bengals this weekend, I am going to grant everybody a +1. So currently, Biamba has a +1. Hub, you now have +3. Modred has a +1. Mulgar has a +1. And Renoir now has a +3. So you guys have those available, and you can use those points to raise or lower a dice score as much as you have available to make that dice roll work. And you all know as well as I do, it just always seems to happen where you miss just by one, and that 1 point could very well be the life or death. So
apparently missed by 3.
Yes, apparently missed by 3. Yep. Damn it.
Yay!
So before we get too much further, we're going to introduce our players. Playing Renoir is our very own Bowman 74, Mr. Kevin. And playing Renoir is our priest of Tritherion, all the way down from the Shieldlands, down here trying to make a statement against all the ne'er-do-wells, of which our
The ne'er-do-wells being the aristocracy, of course.
yes, the ne'er-do-wells.
Oh, aristocracy. I understand.
That's suppressing the man. That's right.
Whatever.
Keeping the man down.
Playing our ranger, Mulgar Stargazer, the elf, is our very own Nephron from the previous campaign, also called Paul in the real world. Scott Exior is playing our very own magic user, Modred Mistragoon, come all the way up from the free city of Greyhawk in his Amethyst Order, trying to figure out things and portents and other dark delve things beneath the Cairn Hills. Hub, coming all the way from cross country, making his way sneakily, as halflings are wont to do, especially halflings that are always looking over their shoulder. Brian, appreciate you. And last but not least, Agerson, our very own barbarian Biamba, come all the way down from the rovers of the Barons, or I should say the tiger, the wolf nomads, wolf, tiger, rovers. So in that order, that's kind of how they go. But he came all the way from just north of Perrinland, coming down through, hooked up with Mulgar Stargazer, and together they have traveled to Diamond Lake, where they have all begun investigating these cairns around the neighborhood. In particular, the local wizard Alastor hired them to go check out the Whispering Cairn. Now, the Whispering Cairn is a local legend. Children in the region used to bet one another to go spend the night there because they say it was haunted. Strange whispering sounds as if ghosts were talking to you from the ancient times. But the last one was about 6-7 years ago when a young girl disappeared there. And since that time, nobody or none of the parents have allowed their children to do so. A young girl by the name of Mia Basada went missing there. And so as a test to see what their mettle was and really to see if they could find anything that may not have already been found, the local wizard Alastor hired the party to go investigate the Whispering Cairn and kind of see what was there, but also see if they could find out what might have happened to this young girl, Mia. Well, search they did and find things they did to the tune of some rather strange artifacts and carvings that all pointed to an ancient race known as the Wind Dukes that were here centuries upon centuries and millennia ago. These Wind Dukes sort of went to battle with the Queen of Chaos and her minions, and apparently this Whispering Cairn was the final resting place of one of the greats of the Wind Dukes. Now, Ecosial was the general that sort of led the place, but Zosiel was his sort of, for lack of a better term, his lieutenant, his right-hand man, whatever the case, his prima warrior. And Zosiel was apparently wielding an artifact known as the Staff or the Rod of Law that was used to destroy the general of the Queen of Chaos's army, a creature by the name of Miska the Wolf Spider. And so the Queen of Chaos sent her general against the Wind Dukes, and Wind Dukes' hero Zosiel wielded the Rod of Law and destroyed Miska the Wolf, the Spider Wolf. Anyway, long story short, that's what they believe this tomb is to be. They did a little bit of searching, found some strange things, but none was stranger than this tomb that has this rotating sarcophagus, and as they rotated the sarcophagus, it would open up entryways into the lower dungeons, and so they used that route to investigate a couple of the lower regions, and the last of which they came back up from the region or one of the chambers below. It was completely flooded and there they found a ghast along with a rather tough elemental. But overcome the elemental they did with the aid of Alastor's blade, and overcome the undead creature they did. The combats were not without their own trials and tribulations, however, as people were taken down and raised back up and taken back down and raised back up. But they managed to successfully investigate the 2 lower regions, and most importantly, in this strange sarcophagus room was 8 branch tunnels, each one that ended in a colored lantern. Now, one of those colored lanterns actually had an ever-burning torch in it, but it was the only one that was lit. 2 of the tunnels actually were missing their respective lanterns, and based on what they found, it looked like a indigo lantern and the red lantern were missing. And so the party decided that they were going to search the various areas to find the missing lanterns. And sure enough, on the upper level, there was a small den of wolves that they found one of the lanterns in, the red one, and down below, or the indigo one, and down below in the water chamber, in one of the rooms where the undead was lurking, they found the red lantern. And so at the end of last session, our party clambered back up into the sarcophagus room, put all of the lanterns back in their respective places, and lit them. And as they lit them, the lanterns flooded the room with light, a very sort of a ethereal mixing of all the different colors. It glittered across the ceiling when they realized that the ceiling wasn't stone, but was made of thousands upon thousands of small, tiny metal plates that reflected the light brightly in the whole chamber. And as they did, they felt like this rushing wind, not a heavy wind or blowing, but like a light fan blowing across them slightly. And they heard this loud grumbling sound like a stone on stone of a... And everybody looked at Hub and said, "Dude, you're it." And that is where we left off. And tonight's episode will take us wherever the story does, as our party now has to decide where they're going to go and what they're going to do. So,
Hey, Sean,
Well-
can we feel where the wind was coming from or where that sound was?
so
Yeah,
the
good
sound.
question.
So the sound sounded like it was above you. It sort of reverberated in the chamber, but the wind, the breeze, it felt like it was emanating from the blue tunnel.
Ooh.
Yep.
Or
Up where the mouth
Is
was.
the blue tunnel where the skeleton was?
That is correct.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the mouth was.
So, anything else, players, that you feel that you need refreshing on, or any updates on, or is there anything that I missed that you guys want to know?
Well, Hub is just glad to hear that the sound and explosion did not come from his stomach and came from some kind of exterior thing. So he's good to go.
I probably won't be quite as relieved when he's climbing up that chain, but that's okay.
Something
Sorry.
else may come out. So
Sorry.
All right. So is anybody, and I am not disappointed that you guys haven't gotten, there is one other, quote unquote, elevator shaft that you guys have yet to investigate. So you're welcome to do that if you want to do that before. However,
I think Hub should do it. I think it would be a good idea.
No, we need somebody to climb up the chain.
Before all that, let us get into tonight's episode. Episode 8, mind you. Episode 8 already of Age of Worms. Players?
So it took us 8 episodes to do what a normal party will do in 2?
1.
1? Okay, fair enough.
No, I would say maybe 2 to 3 sessions normally, but online is always a little problematic, not just because of the gaming aspect, but because of the technical aspect that usually gets in our way. So I'm thinking we're doing just fine. That's it. Episode 8, also known as Electric Boogaloo. And let me.
That's a phrase I have not heard in a long time.
All right, players, you find yourselves standing in this chamber. Most of you have fully recouped your health from the encounters down below. You can see that Mr. Basada, your hireling, is still fairly beat up. He did take that fall, and it was a pretty bad fall at that. But he himself is about 20 hit points down. So you guys can choose to do what you will, but be that as it may, as you stand there, having lit all of the lanterns, the entire place is illuminated and glittering as if there were 1,000 rainbows reflecting off the roof above. And you can see each individual hall has a bright glow of light according to the respective lanterns that are found at the end of each hall. However, as I described, you felt this breeze sort of wash over you lightly. It's not a continuous breeze. It was like somebody opened and then closed the door, right? And you get that breeze from the outside just kind of blows across you. But it is once again quiet and silent here in the lower chamber.
Does the sarcophagus look any different?
It does not. It looks the exact same. It's actually pointed to the yellow hallway, the northwest hallway. Still,
I hold
Didn't
up
we
the,
find a finger for the statue?
what
I
I was about
apologize.
to
You, I
say,
stomped
yeah.
on. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah.
I was just going to
Press
say,
on,
we have
please.
stone finger. Do we want to put onto stone man?
We can try it.
We can try it. I suspect it just might be a missing clue, but sure.
So, anybody
Whoever's
got
going
any
to do that,
glue?
I think whoever's going to do that, and I'll do it. This is Hub. But the rest of us probably need to get back just to be on the safe side. Just in case.
I'll back up into a wall here.
I tie a rope around you, and then so that way I can jerk you back if something happens.
Okay, so since Hub is small and if it explodes, he can fly through the air fairly easier than anybody else.
Okay.
And he's a thief, so he can tumble and all that stuff, I guess.
Okay.
Somebody give me the finger because I don't have it.
Everybody
And
give
by
Hub
that,
the
I
finger.
let's clarify that. So.
Nice.
You can see I'm
Which
giving
one?
him-
I don't know which one.
I'm
you
giving
can
him the
have
finger
front one.
too. All
Okay,
right.
I assume I have the finger. I'm crawling on top of the sarcophagus. I'm sure this is a waste of time, but let's just cover all.
Quick, pull the rope! Pull the rope!
Hub, you get up there with the finger, and you can see it does in fact match perfectly where it was broken off. I mean, it fits in and it slides. Dare I say, snaps back in place, although it's still broken. You can see it'll fall off, but the way it sits, you can tell that somebody that snapped it literally had to wiggle it to get it out. Right? It's not like it just fell off and fell on a floor somewhere and somebody picked it up.
How weird.
Give me a saving throw versus petrification, please.
Not a bit.
Bravo, Reggie.
Start tonight off right.
Bravo.
Oh, crap.
So, Hub, you snap this back in place. You are so jittery and so nervous that you snap it in half again. So half the finger is stuck back on, and the other half is now in your hand where you snapped it off because you were afraid that something was going to happen. But Fortunately, nothing does. And you can see, however, that the figure's hand it's like an OK symbol, but its palm is up and fingers are pointed out, right? And then the finger was bent back and held under the thumb, like sort of an OK symbol lying on its side. And for those that don't remember, there is actually a journal entry that looks like that, and I will see.
I clean out my ears and give him all the ear wax so he can put the thing back together again.
So this is, you can see, this is what it looks like down below on the bottom right hand side. You can see that how its fingers are laid flat, and then where the thumb is crossed over, and the finger is now sort of there but broken off on the bottom right left hand side there. So that's kind of what it looks like as you're looking at it. So anyway, other than that, nothing happens, and you relax your breath and you're like, oh shit.
Well, Hub, I think
Am
it's
I
time for
able-
you to go up and go check that mouth out for us.
What? What?
Oh, you already got the
Exactly.
rope. You already got the rope around you, so
Yeah.
we don't have
Alright.
to tie another knot.
So
All right.
you're going to yank the rope out of the cave so I fall down. Is that correct?
We'll catch you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
What's the worst that happened?
Yeah, exactly.
That skeleton is the worst that can happen. So
It's only no. It won't be a skeleton because we'll take the bones with us. We won't just leave your body there. Come on.
Yeah, and he just
What
wants
kind of
to
animals
get
do you
out.
think we are?
you know, as crazy as it sounds, Hub is game for this. I think that maybe it might be safe now. That's probably the dumbest thing he's ever thought, but I actually believe he's game for this. So yeah.
All right. As you
can
get
always
to
do a
the
test.
end beneath the blue lantern flickering, you can see that the roof overhead is about 20 feet, but down at this last 10 feet section of the tunnel, you can see that it extends up another 30 feet or so, and the light doesn't really shine much up there because the light it shines a little bit, but the angle is such that not much light goes up, but you can still see where you went previously. You can see the little hole or the 5-foot round tunnel entry about 50 feet up. So climbing the chain should be no big deal, but I am going to need a
Put the rig on. Put the feather rig on just in case.
Yep. Yeah. Good plan.
Okay.
What if it turns me into a bird or something? Have we already tested it? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
we've tried it.
Yeah,
a
we've
couple
all
times.
worn it. We have no idea what it does.
We're not quite
Yeah.
sure that's what it is, but it's just weird. It's just kind of in
We're
hopes
hoping
that
that's what it is.
Yeah, we're hoping that's what it is, but we're not 100% sure.
Okay, so Hub's surrounded by all these giant guys, and he's like putting his hands up and goes, hey, whoa, back up. Okay, seriously, before we go any further, the NPC, before we go crazy, are we concerned about him? I know he's an NPC. Is he really bad off, or is this something we should be concerned with?
No,
or
I think I did do it.
He's got more hit points than me.
Yeah, and I've done all my healing for today. I gave him, I think, one of the healings and 2 other people healing.
Yeah,
So-
did you just hear what you said? You've done all your healing for the day. I'm about to climb up and get blown out of this thing potentially, and you've done all your healing for the day. So
Just throwing it out there. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't see any problem.
He's got bandages.
Yeah.
as I was
Hey,
walking
Diablo's a
down the
great
corridor, as I was walking down the corridor, my confidence started to shrink more and more and more.
All right. Okay,
All right, if I die, I will come back and haunt you.
go ahead and give me a
There will be
climb
ballads
check,
sung
please.
about you.
Yeah, give me a climb check, Hub.
Stand by.
I'm at least 50% sure this will be okay.
You guys watch as Hub slowly, carefully climbs his way up the chain, partially gripping onto the rough-hewn walls as he scales his way up to the tunnel that extends at the top of this chain. Hub, at the top of this chain, you can see once again a thin passage extends into the shadows to the northeast. In the distance, you can see that the passage ends in what looks like an enormous stone human face, its mouth opened in an angry scream. But you've seen this before, but something looks a little bit different than when you were up here last time. Now, I put everybody up here just so everybody can see what Hub sees, but I don't, not everybody is up there, so.
So how far away am I when I see this? Just so I'm put myself in the right spot.
You are up at the top, and you can see in the distance about 70 feet away, there is a scintillating light coming off of it that illuminates the hallway. And you can see all the way down, and at the end down here, you can see this stone face.
Right, got it. So I am now bringing out, I think I might have 2 daggers. I'm going to bring out 2 of them, one in each hand. Can I see there are cracks in the floor or the walls?
You can see that there are what looks to be scrapes or slight gouges in the floor.
Okay. Is it? But is it like it looks like brickwork on this illustration? Here's what I'm trying to do.
No. This is a stone. This is all stone, but it does look very much like worked stone. The floor does. The walls themselves are a little bit rougher hewn, but the floor itself looks like it's been laid with not tile, but I don't want to say brick because they didn't have brick then, but like worked stone, right? But you can see that there are, like you saw previously, right about here, you could see there are gouges in the floor that look like somebody like had something gripping into the floor or dragging it along the floor to scrape it. But what that is, you aren't 100% sure. A thin blade for sure. Like maybe claws or a sword or a dagger or something scraping it on the floor. Kind of like digging into the floor or something.
Okay, I real quick like do a kind of a not whispered but not yelled hello down towards the mouth.
Okay, it gets down.
Anything?
And it echoes slightly, but nothing more than you would expect.
Okay, I look down and I say, not yelling, but not not whispering, but not yelling. Can you guys hear me down below?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I say, send up the cat.
What?
I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking. I'm telling them what I see, and I said there is I guess a space on either side of the hole. I don't know if you want me to advance forward by myself or 1 or 2 want to come up. Perhaps I don't know. What do you
Toss
recommend?
the ring. I'll come up.
Yeah, and Renoir will go back and get our rope from the other one if we haven't done so already, just so we have our rope back.
Okay, while Hub is up there or is climbing his way up, Renoir, you go over and disconnect the rope and pull the 100 or so feet of rope that you guys dropped down the Beatles tunnel.
Yeah. Toss me the ring. I'll come up with you.
Okay, be advised, I'm going to drop the ring kind of in the center. I'm going to do it on count of 3.
Why don't you wrap
ready?
it in a little cloth? Wrap some rip from your cloak and wrap it so it doesn't take off running on us.
Roger that, will do. So that I do, I take off the cloak, wrap it, smack in the middle so that, it doesn't come clean out, hopefully. And then I'm saying 1, 2, 3, and I drop.
All right. A second later, You guys managed to retrieve the ring dropped by Hub and Mulgar. I will need give me a strength check, please, to climb and scale the.
Okay. And is there a bonus on this or just a straight one?
Just a straight strength check.
I'm wondering if I shouldn't give you the rope before you go up, and then pull up. Rolls are happening.
Yeah,
Right.
It should have rolled. Did it roll?
It did.
Oh yeah. Okay, succeeded. Okay.
So, taking the rope from Renoir, Mulgar, your lithe elfin form scales the chain, joining Hub, and you see exactly as I described what he shows. A tunnel, perhaps 10 feet wide, rough hewn along the sides, but relatively worked stone on the floor. It ends about 70 feet down the hall in a round stone face that has sort of a wide open mouth as if it's giving a huge scream. About 15 feet down the hallway, you can see on the floor the grooves or scars or whatever you want to call them as described by Hub, as if somebody had dug claws into the floor or maybe were scraping at the floor with a knife or dagger or some sort of a blade, leaving etchings in the floor.
Okay.
And there's sort of the scintillating colors being given off down the end of the hall, but it's not like overpowering. It just sort of, it's kind of like down below, but without the bright reflective magnet or metal that you got off of the ceiling down below. Up here, it's much softer, sort of a, I don't know, ethereal kind of a pale glow, but it's very similar to down below, and that all of the colors are represented here by the rainbow, similar to the lanterns below.
I whispered down.
Has the face
DM.
moved any
Beg your
closer
pardon?
or farther away?
I'm sorry. What?
Hub, has the face moved closer or further away from your original when you seen it originally?
Yeah, what Mordred said is that.
It
Okay.
looks the exact
Also,
same. It's about 70 feet.
And just to confirm, this light was not there before, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Renoir will ask him to put the rope through a link on the chain and throw it down, and I'll tie myself up, probably not in a ranger seat because I wouldn't know what that is, but he can ambulate me on the way up, and hopefully if I fall, he can keep me from hitting the ground.
All right, I'm going to wrap the ring and toss it down, and then I'm going to take out my sword for the light from the sword, and I'm going to advance to, I don't know, let's call it, was that 20 feet from the mouth? Because I want to take a look at it.
If he's going that far, I'm stepping to the side.
Yeah.
Nice.
As you're up there, you can feel there's a breeze
Oh, no.
blowing out of the mouth, but you can see that where the mouth is, it's wide open, but there is a dark tunnel leading out through this thing. You can see a tunnel leading the other direction.
Hey, Hub, can you come check for traps?
Sure, stand by.
Renoir, give me a strength check, please, as you climb the rope. As you
Nice.
easily scale up the chain, finding yourself in this strange, lightly glowing hallway. And Hub, as you get up and join Mulgar, suddenly you begin to feel this sort of a light breeze blowing upon you. But you can then see in the mouth of this, there is, in fact, what looks to be a tunnel leading out the back of its mouth. Renoir, you get up there and you can see that Hub and Mulgar have advanced down the hall. They are about maybe 50 or 60 feet away from you. They're barely on the edge of your sight, but you can see them.
Yeah, I'll go over and get my rope from them, and we'll try my little rope trick with putting it through the
Okay.
the links on the chain and lowering it down so the next guy can climb up with the rope tied around them, and I can hopefully stop them from a bad, terrible misfortune.
All right. Who's coming up next?
Toss me the ring and I'll come. Ha!
Yeah, I'll put the ring in the piece of cloth and I'll throw it down.
All right. Retrieving the ring, Modred, as you lash your staff to your side, bring your Sebastian up to whatever carrying position Sebastian needs. Go ahead and give me a strength check, please. Nice. As Modred slowly but surely climbs up Sebastian, purring at your back as he's sort of wrapped around your neck like a fur, and you climb your way up, eventually grabbing hold of Renoir's hand as he pulls you the rest of the way, and you find yourself standing in this little alcove with a tunnel leading ahead. The dark being sort of illuminated by a weird, ever-present myriad of colors glowing, illuminating the hall, much like the colors of the lanterns below. Hub, you want to go ahead and give me a check or tell me what you're checking or where you're checking?
I guess I'm going to check for traps immediately in front of me. Stand by.
In front of you or in front of the... Like where you're standing now, or are you going up to the mask?
I'm not going up in front of the mask, so maybe
Okay.
we need to have a discussion. Stand by for 1 second.
Okay.
I need to cancel all this so I don't roll a dice by accident. Stand
Okay.
by.
In the meantime, Biamba, go ahead and give me a strength check to climb the chain, please.
And we'll do the same thing where we pass him down the ring with the wrapped in cloth and pass him down the rope.
Do that.
A strength check or my climb?
Oh, you do the climb. I forgot. Yeah, you do a climb check. My bad. Oh no, he failed. Nice. As Biamba, nimbly grabbing the rope and scaling his way up, joining your companions, you can see, as I've been describing, this oblong alcove at the end of this strange hallway that leads up, and it ends in a stone mask.
Hey, don't forget about my little buddy.
Oh, you're going to take him too? I wasn't sure if he was going to come up with you or he was going to wait below, but okay.
He might want to be a rear guard for us.
So do you want him to be a rear guard down there or stand up here and be a rear guard?
I'm not sure if that guy wants to climb a rope again.
Yeah, if he falls, he's dead probably.
What do we want to do? You want to pass him down the ring and let him climb, or what do you want to do? We'll just leave him down there?
I think we can pass him down the ring and the rope and have him climb. I think we got a reasonably safe way of him getting him up here.
Okay. As you guys do that.
Woohoo!
As you hear him grunting and groaning and moaning as he climbs his way up, and eventually Durskin finds himself up joining you, waiting for what you guys want him to do now. He'll be the rear guard back here or whatever you want him to do.
All right, I'll collect
okay.
up the rope and put it in my pack here, and
Okay.
we'll move back over.
All right,
So-
so
He's 20 hit points down from.
correct. He's at 14. He normally has 34.
You got him listed as having 8. Just FYI.
Actually, no. I'm actually showing him as having 34, but I don't know what.
Mine says current 8.
He just feels like 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be.
Yeah, I need to adjust because he had 14, but unlike PCs, which there's only one for the whole game, so no matter what map I drop you on, it'll keep the hit points from map to map to map. NPCs and stuff, I take them from the list of NPCs and drop them on the map, and it just puts whatever their normal hit points are, not what they were on the previous scene. So I got to update each scene. But he has 14 right now out of 34. So Anyway, as you guys move your way up, you stopped about 10 or 15 feet or so away from the stone face, and you can see now up close the face looks like a huge replication of the face in the sarcophagus downstairs, as well as the face of the statue that was partially carved down in the one dungeon region.
Sean, is there any stones in here?
No, it is relatively smooth, just dust, but no like
Can we
rocks
tell where
or...
the light is coming from?
So Modred looks and he sees it's some sort of a magical emanation. Probably some powerful magic, almost like that creates ever-burning torches. Sort of creates it. It looks like it's emanating from the stone of the face. But the way it sort of dances in the air and stuff, it's like beams of light, but it's so subtle and faint. It's quite remarkable, really, in your eyes.
I'm going to
Like
take a
the
step
nostrils.
closer.
Okay. You are now about 5 to 10 feet away from the mouth of the mask.
Move it up. I'll move it up to take one more closer look.
You can see that out the back of the mouth is a small little section, and as you guys all move up there, everybody that gets about 20 feet away can suddenly start feeling this gentle breeze that blows out. But anyway, at the back of the mouth, you could see it's about 10 feet deep, well, maybe 5 foot deep. But at the end, you can see that there's some sort of a portal, a door of some kind that leads somewhere else. But you have to go through the mouth to get there.
All right, I'm going to stick my sword in the mouth
Okay.
and then pull it back out.
Okay. You stick the sword in, pull it back out. Nothing.
So the sword's still there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, this is wherever we see who played Tomb of Horrors before.
I stuck my hand in it in Tomb of Horrors.
I have a chance to detect if there's magic involved or an illusion involved.
Okay.
You guys want me to try that?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so for magic, it's a 30% chance. It's like these are pathetic chances, but just in case, you know.
No, go for it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
And then-
you don't detect any magic, although this glistening of this light definitely has you off put because you see nothing burning. You see no legit torches or nothing. You just see these lights sort of glowing off of the stone, creating this twisting, turning myriad of lights that dance in the air before you, like some weird spell or something. But
That's what he's afraid of.
but you don't detect anything. But anyway,
All right. It was nice knowing all you guys. It was a lot of fun. I'm stepping in the mouth.
And sure don't
what
want
about
me to.
chickens? Yeah,
Oh.
we have chickens.
Oh, my chickens. I forgot about my chickens. Oh, yeah. Can I throw my chicken in? Or is it too late?
I'm
Too
going to
late.
say too late.
Okay. Damn it. That was a good idea.
Well, now that they're on you, though, maybe you could shove one in the door and see if anything goes through the door.
All right.
Forgot about my chickens.
As you let me do this here real quick just so you can.
If the chickens could speak, they'd be all like, "You mother."
First you throw us in a water elemental, and now a mouth.
As you sort of step in, nothing happens, but you can see about 5 feet away what is obviously a metal door of some sort. It does not look like it has any handles on it. It's just like think of it like a Star Trek door. You know, it's just a flat.
And I yell, "Ow! The pain! It burns! It burns! It burns!" Oh, just kidding.
Hub's
I need
running.
you in here.
Hub's running away.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm out of here.
All
I
right.
need you in here.
It seems like it's working. I'll move forward.
Okay.
I don't know how to open this door, Hub.
But I'm checking for traps. Probably a good thing on the main door.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and do a trap check for me.
Okay, I'm going to use my little minute seeing glasses also
Okay. And that give you, is that like a 10 or a 15% chance? I forget. The next.
Oh, you forgot? It's, I think, 50% chance.
50? Yeah, no. Pretty sure not. Just go ahead and roll. We'll see.
I think it's 10.
Yeah.
You want me to put that up onto it?
Yeah, just go ahead and add 10% on your roll.
Oh, crap. I think I got it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because technically it's 10%. It'll take minus 10% from your roll. Or we can just say your skill check is a 10% higher. Whichever. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You just go ahead and roll.
It's good to go. I'm adding 10. So, crap. That's going to take a while. Same one. There it is. Okay, go.
Nice. All right. As you check the door, you find that it's no traps, nor is it locked. It just sort of pushes. You just sort of put your hands on it, and it slides off to the right into the wall to the right.
Ooh.
I think this is Sean's way of making sure we don't use half the session to try to get through an ordinary unlocked door.
Okay, we put the chicken in.
All right.
Open the door. I'm going to toss the chicken in. Open the door. Let's go.
Let's go. Yep,
slid the door to the... Oh, that's the wrong way. To the right.
Okay. If you just click on that door, it should open for you. Nice.
Toss some of the chicken in.
All right, you toss the chicken in, and it sort of lands inside. And let me describe here really quick. Through the gaping mouth at the end of the hallway is a long, dark room with no floor. A 3-foot wide beam of petrified wood spans the chasm, leading straight ahead into darkness. About 10 feet below the beam, countless iron spheres about the size of a large orange form an irregular floor. Think of a ball pit beneath you, only they're all not colored. They're just solid-looking iron kind of balls about the size of a large orange. But it's impossible to tell if they represent a wholly solid surface or not. The northwest and southwest walls are covered in a honeycomb of geometric patterns. The featureless stone ceiling extends about 20 feet from the beam. So in other words, the ceiling's 20 foot above the beam. The floor, quote unquote, below, or the ball pit below, is about 10 feet below the beam. And you can see that the beam stretches into darkness, ending at the far end in what appears to be another door. It's about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's about 60 feet across that you can see. There's like I said, a door at the far end.
Look. My poor chicken.
So if this beam is 3 feet across, that's actually taller than I am laying down. So perhaps I should go across with a rope and see if I can secure it on the other end, and maybe halfway check for traps just to be safe.
Yeah, why don't you tie the rope around you? We'll keep a hold of the other end. That way we can pull you off the spike when we thought.
Did anything happen when my chicken got tossed in?
No, you could see it sort of squawking around down there at the bottom because it's like 10 feet down and it's like landed in these little balls.
Oh, so they're not like sharp spikes?
No,
I was picturing like sharp spikes.
No, think of a ball pit, like a ball, like a kid's ball pit. But
Bazinga!
I got you.
All right, yeah, I was thinking.
I don't know why I was thinking sharp. Okay, yeah.
No, they're just it's like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of these iron sort of metal balls or iron balls or metal balls, whatever they are, about the size of a large orange.
All right, so let's tie the rope around Mr. Hub and be able to get him back if we have to.
Okay, sure. I'll still proceed. That's a different situation. I thought there was a bunch of spikes down below. Also, my bad. If I fall halfway, I'll just hit the bottom before your rope can do anything. What it's worth, since it's 40 to 60 feet across.
Yeah, but we'll be able to pull you back at least.
I wonder if this is some kind of some kind of shotgun crap that's going to happen because of all the air stuff that's going on. But anyway, we don't know. I'm proceeding. I'm going to go halfway across, and then I'm going to check for traps. So here I go, if that's okay.
What's the worst can happen?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm comfortable with the plan.
All right, Hub, you get about right to where you're at, about 15 feet across, just about halfway. Suddenly, you watch flying out of the wall is one of these little iron balls.
Son of a bitch.
It flashes past you, fortunately missing you. It strikes the far wall, and you hear a tink as it lands in the trough of other balls down below. You can't really be sure where it came from because the geometric patterns on the wall make it almost impossible really to see anything, if there's any holes or whatever the case may be. But you know it definitely came out of the wall off to your right from somewhere.
Is it better just to go in it? Is it better to go in the pit?
I have no idea. I'm crouching and freezing at this moment.
All right, as you crouch and freeze, suddenly another one comes flying out. This one slams into you as you suffer 4 hit points of damage as it slams into your shoulder. I need a give me a saving throw versus paralyzation, please. Hub, you fail your saving throw and you go tumbling into the pit of balls below. Boom! You land down in and it sinks up to your knees, almost to your thighs. And as you do, it sends this ripple across all of the balls in the pit. But the ripple doesn't stop. And suddenly, Hub, you can see some sort of a series of tentacles.
Yank it back!
A series of tentacles come flowing up out of the ball pit, coming your direction. At the same time, you hear ghostly whispers. All of you hear these ghostly whispers coming from somewhere within the chamber.
Hey, Hub, can you grab my chicken when you're down there?
Yeah. I think we want to pull Hub back up into safe territory. I don't know.
After he gets my chicken.
The chicken's on his own.
It is time to roll for initiative.
All right.
All right, or maybe we can't. Yep.
Okay, longbow.
Is that everybody? Looks like we're just waiting on Modred.
Roll a 5.
You rolled a 5?
Yes, sir.
It never. Oh, because you didn't roll it off of your off the character sheet or off the. I'll roll it for you, and then I'll change it to whatever it is.
Yeah, I didn't. I was trying to cast a spell, but I didn't see a rolling on the spell. So.
Yeah, it's all right. You got a 5.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. There's nothing really I can do at the moment, so that's why I just rolled the.
Yep.
Normal D10.
All right. All right, Biamba, you are up as you watch as Hub falls into the balls, the metal balls about 10 feet below. Still has a rope attached to him, but you could see this strange creature with this huge brain-like head and a beak, almost like a hawk, and it's got these massive tentacles, like a dozen of them, sort of coming up off of its body, and you could see they're slithering through the ball pit, heading in Hub's direction.
That is
Can I
my
get a
favorite
good shot on
monster.
him? Is there enough room for me to get a good shot on him?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to move up to,
All Like here?
well, you can't see through the door. You're going to have to get up out onto the.
Up to the platform.
Oh, I have to get on the platform. I can't
Well,
shoot.
no, you
from
could
the
shoot. No, you
doorway?
could. No, you could shoot from the doorway. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'll be doing. Oh, cancel that. Okay. And then go to my character sheet. And just use a regular arrow at first. Heck. Come on. It's a 19.
19.
It was a 19, and then it rolled over to a 9. I was like, you
well,
fracker.
let me see. Oh, you didn't target anything, so you missed.
Well, I can't. Oh,
You
now I
hit
can see it. I
me.
couldn't see it earlier.
Yeah.
Let me try that again.
No, that's
I get 2 shots anyway, so let's try that.
first shot would have missed anyway.
Right. Where am I going here? I'm running all over the place. There. Okay. And another shot. How much?
As that misses as well. You missed by 5.
Be right, take an old man break.
All right. As the creature moves its way. It's going to move 5 there. Oop, to right here. And it is going to target Hub. And technically it can attack him 11 times, but
What's he what?
it has 11
Hub
tentacles.
is doing a Luke Skywalker from the trash scene saying, blast it, blast it.
Yep.
That's what we like to see.
It's interesting because something is not correct here.
Oh, no, that was correct. That was most certainly correct.
If a 3 hits, we're in trouble.
No, I was just, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It does, let me see. I don't know why it's saying it hit, because it is a tough creature.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. It says, though, it hit armor class -2, but a 3 cannot do that. There's no way. So, this is a Hub. What is your armor class? Armor class 4?
It is, I apologize, it's 4, yes.
Yep, so it needs an 11 or better to hit you. I do not know why it said that hit you. Let me double check its...
Something automatically hits halflings.
Yeah, no. Nope, that missed. So, the I only allow like 4 tentacles maximum per person. So it is going to get 4 attacks. So I am just going to. Yeah, it's weird that it did that on its attack.
As a halfling, should it only get half the attacks? Halfling the attacks?
I gotcha. No, I'm just going to roll this way to see if it hits. All right, so that's 1 hit. I got 2 more rolls to do. One miss. 1 more roll for a total of 4. All right, so you got hit once for 4 more hit points of damage. So Hub is down to 4 hit points. And I need a saving throw versus paralyzation, please.
Why is it always paralyzation?
I don't know, but I will say...
But you seem to get paralyzed.
Yeah. As you feel this sticky sensation on you, Hub, and your body begins to go numb where this tentacle sort of struck you, and you're like, oh no, this is not good. And as you do, Hub, you hear suddenly like something whispering in your ear. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Mulgar, you're up.
I yell to the beast. I yell to the beast. You can have the halfling. Just leave my chicken alone.
What? What?
Oh, that was bad.
Roll,
What the hell?
roll another attack roll to see if you missed but accidentally hit Hub.
Or the chicken.
Renoir.
Or the chicken.
Or the chicken. No, you hit the chicken.
Oh no!
As your arrow goes flying, the chicken goes "Brock!" as it gets sort of nudged. It gets nudged by one of the tentacles and it flies up trying to get out of the way. Just as your arrow slams into it, and it goes buried off behind Hub into the metal balls that make up this floor. But your first shot
Okay,
misses.
now I'm
Flying
enraged.
anywhere.
I'm getting a 20 on this one because I'm enraged.
A 2.
Oh, close enough. Close
It
enough.
had a 2 in it.
Yes, it did.
All right then. Good round. Good round.
Don't forget, Hub, Modred, and Renoir all have nat 20s available to use. All right. As both of your arrows, unfortunately, do not make it. Hub!
My poor chicken.
Okay, before I make any decisions, from a DM point of view, what are my options? I mean,
Really, you can try to climb up the rope. I will allow that as a climb check. But that would be meaning your action would be to climb the 10 feet up onto the beam. That's about as far as you can get. But that does mean it does get an attack of opportunity on you on your way out.
Can he pick up one of them balls with one hand?
Yes, they're only about the size of large oranges.
Hey man, you got a whole bunch of stuff you can throw at that thing.
Or you melee with the metal balls, right? They do 1d4 damage when they hit. Or you can attack with your dagger and you do get your backstab.
oh, well, in that case, let's go with the backstab.
As you like dive in under the iron balls and try to come up behind this thing. This thing has a huge brain-like head with a beak like a massive eagle or a hawk or a bird or something like that, right? But you can see that it's beginning to rise up out of the ball pit, and it's got all these sickly, dangly looking seaweed kind of tentacles with all these prongs and stuff on them, and you could see the oozing black liquid that numbs and paralyzes you, sort of coating all of the tentacles as it rises up out of the ball pit.
Okay, if I can do some kind of backstab maneuver, I'll do that after slightly upchuck it in my mouth after the description you just gave.
Okay.
So,
And don't forget, Hub does have a nat 20 available.
yes. So, I've never done a backstab. What do I mean to do? Target, obviously.
So you target. Then you just do your attack. And I thought there was on your... Let's see if I can find it.
You get a bonus because it's backstab. I can't remember.
Yeah.
There's a rear.
I think I'm going to have to... I didn't think about it, but I think I have to build it into your attack, where you can do backstab. So are you using your dagger or are you using your short sword?
Oh, I forgot about the short sword. Short sword, please. Can I back out of this and try again? I apologize.
Yeah, you can do that with the backstab, with the thing. So just roll your attack. And if you hit, then you do add your additional backstab damage. We'll do that first. All right, so that is a miss. However,
with a backstab, does he get +4?
Huh? No.
Just
No.
okay.
Yeah. So now you missed, but if you want to use your nat 20, you have your crit. So that means it's an automatic hit and it's automatic crit damage. The crit damage will be you roll your short sword damage, roll your backstab damage, and then you max your short sword and your backstab damage.
That sounds like a plan.
What the hell? Let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I've been holding on to that forever and a day, so let's do that.
All right, so go ahead and just roll the short sword damage for a large creature, right? Because you did target it. So just you should just have to click the damage on the. If you go to the chat, you'll see the little box that says damage. Just click damage.
Got it. Stand by. Okay, so I've got that box up. I've got
now I want you to add a short sword's max damage for the large is 8, so you're going to add 8. And what's your backstab? Is it 2d6 right now?
I believe so. It's the lowest, I believe, at this point.
Is it 1d6 or 2d6? I need to know.
Double damage, isn't it?
No. No. In first edition, it is. Well, you might be right. Let me.
I think BX was different, but I think it's double. I'm pretty sure it's double damage at his level.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's 2 times damage from level 1 through 4, 3 times damage level 5 through 8. So I'm still at 6 levels, so times 2 damage.
All right, so, so don't forget. So you have your short sword. On the modifier, do +8, and then do ×2 for the damage in that box.
Done.
All right, and then just roll it that way.
Here we go.
Ha!
Oh.
You did. All right, so you did 1d6 times 2 is 2 plus 8 is 10. Oh, I see it. I did that. Okay, yep. So still, you did 11 points of damage to it. As your blade carves into the thing, as you sort of stick it from behind, it's just like...
Nice hit.
Yep. Oh, that's why. I see what happened. I see. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the monster's character sheet, and I'm like, why did this thing... Hang on a second. 11. I'm like, why did this thing need a 3 to hit him? Because the hit dice, when I put it in, is supposed to be a hit die 5 plus 2. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be not 5 plus 2. It's supposed to be hit die 5. The original monster I based on was the hit die 2, so I changed it to 5, but it put 52 instead of deleting the 2. So a 52 hit dice creature would have messed you up. So
yep, we'd be doomed.
Yep. All right. There, now we're straight. All right, so as your blade comes in and it slams into it, the creature lets out sort of a screech, like a hawk or whatever it is. And yeah, that's it for you. Renoir. It is too far down there to attack with the mace unless you want to walk across and jump down in.
Yep, it's definitely not easy for me to get, so I'm actually going to walk down and hop back in and hop in.
All right, so you can move to 10 feet. I'll allow you to go to 10 feet and then jump down to right next to it, right where you want to go.
All right, we'll try it out.
As you jump down into the ball pit, you land and you slam so hard down in, the weight of everything buries you up to your waist in these balls, as you cause this sort of a little mini wave of these balls to go, knocking Hub backwards a little bit, and the creature sort of rides the waves, and you can see it rising up out as the tentacles dripping with this paralytic poison along its length. Go ahead and roll your attack.
All right, I think I've got the nat 20 involved in this too, so I'm going to use
Yes, you do. All right. So the nat 20. So go ahead and roll damage. and add the max damage of the mace to it. So your mace does 1d6. So it's going to be whatever, just roll damage and then on the modifier add an additional 6. So as you do,
Nice.
Actually it should be 11 because you do 4 plus 1
Why does it say Biamba's?
because he targeted you.
What the hell? Yeah, he took damage of me.
Brenda, I don't know how that happened. Clearly my wife's fault.
All right, I put that back. I'm going to take 11 hit points off of the creature. As you slam into this tentacled fiend beast creature, you manage to put a serious blow into it as you sort of come down, leaping, yelling for Tritherian's aid. As you land right next to it, the force of your arms bringing the mace down on top of the creature, crushing in the side of its head, causing it to give a sort of a gurgling screech or whatever sound it is, but the creature still thrashes about as if he has as oh shit, our guy, fuck man,
Thurston.
thank you, Durston.
Durkin.
NPC 1.
Yes, as Durston comes grabbing a spear, he throws it. Unfortunately, it misses, flashing past the creature and doing no harm.
Fix it, Modred.
Modred.
Mojo rolled initiative not to do. I mean, he went and I'm gonna move up. And maybe I'll start casting a spell for next round. Unless it dies.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I didn't plan on doing anything. I just rolled a regular roll.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're just gonna move up or whatever, and
Yeah.
okay.
I'm trying to get out of everybody's way, but be where I can move in if I need to cast a spell or something.
Okay. As we come around to the top of the order, everybody roll your initiative.
Modred's clearly too busy booping the snoot of his cat.
Damn you.
All right. Just need Hub and Modred.
Oh, I thought I rolled mine. Stand by. So this is Hub. Mine did not show up. Is that correct?
That is correct. You'd just be able to roll off the character sheet. There you go. All right.
So sorry.
As the creature sends an attack at both Hub and Renoir.
Renoir.
Yep. As its first tentacle attack. Weird that it's
That's no humanoid.
Woo!
as the first attack misses both of them. Second attack misses both of them.
Nice.
Third attack misses both of them again. I like
Nice. You guys don't even need us fighter types. You guys can take care of this yourselves.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, no, we do.
Ha!
Yeah. What?
As the other two, both of you get hit. All right. Where's my...
You had to say it.
Yeah, I jinxed us. That was my fault.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
you
my
jinxed
fault.
it big time,
As you
buddy.
each take 1 hit point of damage, and I need a saving throw versus petrification from both of you, please.
I prefer paralyzation.
Yeah, same thing. Sorry, paralyzation.
Oh, good. Yeah.
As once again you feel this sticky substance strike your skin, and where your exposed flesh gets hit and ripped slightly, it begins to go numb, almost as if it's paralyzing your whole body. But fortunately, it is not enough to overcome or overwhelm either one of you, and you both survive not to be wrapped up in this thing. Hub!
Okay, is it distracting enough for me to try another backstab?
I am going to say yes. You can still try another backstab.
Okay, that's what I'm going to try. Stand by, please.
As he's doing that, Renoir, you hear something whispering in your ear. Whoa, that was a close one. I thought he got you there.
Okay, so yeah, we can talk about that later. So I'm going to try to stab it. I can't remember. I should know. It's my character. I apologize. Are there any pluses when I backstab? I can't remember. There's a rear attack.
No,
Okay, so I'm just
the
gonna
only
roll
time,
normal, right?
yeah, correct. The only time that I give bonuses on that is if you are like invisible or hidden and you happen to surprise somebody. I give a +4 attack from behind.
Most people don't pay attention to me throughout life. Does that count as invisible?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm attacking.
I'm sure you wish that was the case. Oh, swing, bada bada, and it's a miss as you hit armor class 9, but you need to hit armor class 4. That is it for you, Mulgar.
All right. What the heck to my bow? This time I'm enraged over my chicken.
Sure you are. Oh, you're not enraged enough because that's a whiff.
This, what happened to this bow? This bow used to shoot well. I need a new bow.
Oh, there you go, as the arrow buries into it.
Nice.
As your arrow pierces through it, as it opens up its beaky mouth to sort of bite down on top of Hub, who's attacking it from behind. Suddenly, as its mouth opens up, just as it's turning, its mouth goes wide. Your arrow goes blasting through it, out the back of its head, exploding whatever remnants of this creature's brains are all over the top of Hub as it drops down with a wet, sickly onto the balls in the ball pit. And you guys find yourselves once again in the empty room, or the room with the petrified
balls.
wood leading across, and a series of balls down below.
Hey, would you guys quit playing around in there and go to the other door?
Yeah. The best part about that is I did not have the embarrassment of another roll. I'll check the body of this thing and see if there's anything in it of use.
Okay.
I'm not hopeful, but you never know.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a search check real quick.
I'm really good at rolling once. That's goodness.
Everybody there? It got quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, still here. I'm not seeing Sean do anything.
As you
There we
guys
Apologies.
are checking what's going on, suddenly this apparition slowly begins to appear, standing on the wood platform. It sort of fades in, and you can see this strange looking, what you can only describe as a young boy, although it's a ghost, and it appears at the end, and it's you could see that its body is upright, but its head is cocked to a strange angle as if its neck is broken, and it's staring down upon Hub and Renoir as it whispers, "I see you."
Does it appear to be like going after them?
No, it is just sort of floating there on the end.
I yell, "Who are you?"
Everybody, give me a saving throw versus spells, please.
Goddamn spells. The worst. It's always the worst one.
Oh, I only need a 17.
All right.
Of course.
So as you guys, you can see this ghostly apparition appear, and as it appears, suddenly this wave of unholy energy sort of flows from it over everybody. In actuality, as this hits you guys, you can see the ghost sort of tries to turn its head like away from you guys, so it's not like looking right at you, but the damage is done as this fear washes over, and anybody that failed their saving throw, so it looks like Hub, Renoir, and Mulgar all failed. You guys are all now succumbed to fear. You're not running away, but you are extremely afraid of whatever this unholy demonic thing is, and as of right now, you cannot make yourself move toward it. You can make yourself move away if you want, but moving toward it is, in your opinion, a very bad idea. The rest of you, yes, and your chicken died of a heart attack. Because it wasn't quite dead, even though you shot it with a bow. The rest of you, as you see it, you could see this unholy visage appearing, but suddenly it sort of, the creature or the ghost or whatever turns its head away, almost as if it knew what was going to happen if it looked at you, and it tried to avoid it, but it was too late for some of you. What do we want to do?
I'm trying to move away from it. I tell everybody to avoid where I was just at because I just feed them things.
Well, Renoir is also going to move away. Clearly unhappy with this thing in front of us.
So you guys are down 10 feet, by the way. So you can't quite get to the door. You can get to the end of the wall. As the rest of you watch this apparition just sort of floating there, looking in your direction.
Don't hurt us.
Cleric, tell that spirit to go away.
It's too powerful. It's too powerful.
What's your name, boy?
It's just sort of floating there.
What about that magical sword?
I'm not going near that thing.
Can you show us where your remains are? We'll take them out and give them a proper burial. That should release you.
Who says that, Modred?
Yes.
Modred, you can hear in your head this whispering, "I see you. I see you."
I see you too.
As
Intensive care unit, right away.
As the spirit begins to gesture toward you, to come toward it.
So
Me?
for those of us who have been scared, we're unable to move towards this apparition. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Can we attack it with ranged weapons, though? Sir?
I am going to say if it came down to it, yes, it's kind of like being trapped in a corner. If it were to advance on you and attack you or do something like that, then as a reflex, I would allow you to. It's just like anything else. You turn undead, they go into away from you, but if they can't go any further and you keep advancing, then they're going to get almost like a feral beast trying to protect themselves. So, but as a matter of, I am going to stand back here even though I'm afraid and fire at it. I'm going to say no. The fear is overwhelming your ability to do anything, but you have that flight sort of I need to get the hell out of here type of a feeling washing over you.
Got it. Understood.
Hey, Cardman, appreciate you being here, my brother. Yeah. So anyway, the ghostly apparition is sort of floating a little over, just past the halfway point, as it's sort of waving its fingers toward you guys on the at the doorway, telling you or indicating that it wants you to come forward.
Odie takes out that wand of shatter,
Okay.
and he tries to make his way out onto the platform, and he points it to the right side and says the command word to expend a charge on the wall where the balls came from.
Okay. Go ahead and do your wand casting.
Okay, hold on a second. Got to pull it up. Here, there it is. Uh-oh. That was a white wand, right?
Yeah, the white wand was shatter. The black one was unseen servant. Did you ever get him back from Alastor? I forget. I know you guys. I thought you left him with him.
No, I don't remember leaving him with him. Did I leave him, guys?
No, he had both wands and another wand of fireballs, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it was. Whatever. All right. Anyway, go ahead and expend your charge if you haven't already.
How do I do that again?
Just do
There's a
cast. Oh, why are you casting protection from evil?
I wasn't. I was just looking at the spell.
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
cast it?
No, you didn't. You have to click cast in order to cast it. So. Now, if you go up and you just do your wand, when you go to your gear, actually go to combat, and then you can see the wand, and then you just click on it, and it should do a casting for you on the thing. If you open up your character sheet, the second tab with the crossed swords, that's combat actions. And then at the very bottom, it shows your actions. It'll show like grapple, overbear, torch. Then you can see wand, and then wand, unseen servant, wand, shatter. You just click
All
on.
I see is torch and torch.
You don't see your wand? I wonder if it's because you don't have it identified. Pretty interesting. Yeah, that's probably why, is you don't have it as... Alright, we'll do this. Because we've already cast, so we already know what spell it is. Now you should see them. Yep, and just click. Alright. As you cast, the spell goes off and it shatters the part of the wall where you thought that the balls come from. Suddenly the ghost rushes at Modred. It's like as quick as can be. And let's see. All right, so what is your intelligence plus your wisdom?
My intelligence plus my wisdom?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. 8. Like 32?
All right, so you got a 32. He has a 20, so that's a 12 difference. So as he casts, you feel this this unholy presence begin to invade your body as the ghost goes to try and essentially take over and inhabit your body. But your mental fortitude and your wisdom and your knowledge of things arcane manage to thwart its attempt to usurp your body, and it backs off, and it sort
Get out of my head!
As it looks back at you and it says, I see you. You must help me.
Show me where your body's at and we'll get it.
As it's sort of floating, and all of you can hear these words suddenly coming out from its mouth. I have been here for countless decades. I have been punished for abandoning my family in a time of need. Over these years, I have seen explorers like you come and go. The trap in the walls kills most of them, but others have left in humiliation, unable to pass through the far metal door. I am unable to leave the way that you came because of my curse. However, I am able to push through the far wall. Beyond the door is a glorious chamber of strange carvings and a pillar of air. And there lies a catch on the other side of the door that will allow it to open without problem. I shall trigger it for you if you retrieve my bones from here and bury them with my family on our farmstead outside of Diamond Lake. Do this for me and I will be free. I assure you, there is no other way to pass through that door.
Show me where your bones is at. We'll get them.
You watch as the ghost sort of steps away from the petrified wood platform, and it floats over to the far corner, and you could see it hovering just above the far right-hand corner down in the pit of balls.
I saw that it was trying to take over Mildred, I believe.
Yes.
So I immediately reverts to my The Exorcist movie, and I start yelling at him, "The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!"
All right. Hub, you are still tied with a rope if you want to try to climb out, or you can stay cowering in the corner if you so desire.
Well, I can climb out easier than Renoir, so if I have enough, ability to understand the situation where I'm no longer terrified totally, I'm going to offer to say, here, take the rope, pull him up, guys, pull him up, and I think I can climb out, or they can throw the rope back down to me, however you want to do that.
Okay. Renoir, do you want to stay down or do you want to try to climb out?
No, Renoir gets out of there like Sylvester with the dog chasing after him. Gate.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength check. Pretty please. And Hub, go ahead and give me a climb walls check. Renoir, you easily scramble up back to the platform and outside behind Mulgar and Biamba.
That's the fierce strength. It's like old man strength.
Hub, likewise, you manage to scramble back up onto the platform, carrying yourself back inside again behind Mulgar and Biamba. What do we want to do?
Bodri pulls out his wand of unseen servant.
Okay.
And I activate it.
Okay. Go ahead and cast. All right. As you...
When he appears, I tell him to go retrieve those bones, the remains of that ghost.
Okay. What's the level? I think it's only 5 pounds it can lift, or is that mage hand? Is there even a mage hand precision? What's the strength?
I thought it was 20. I thought it was 20 pounds. But what level spell is that? I'll look it up quick.
First level, unseen servant.
He goes and gets the chicken.
200 gold pieces.
So 20
Leave
pounds.
my chicken alone.
So your unseen servant moves its way slowly across the beam. Its ghostly presence scarcely noted in passing. It then picks up the bones as you see it digging through a lot of the balls at the far end, and it brings back the skeletal remains of, was it apparently a small child, perhaps 9, 10, 11 years old. It brings it back and it floats its way up, returning to you, Modred, here at the far end of the walkway.
Now,
I say let's get out of here.
Can I tell it to take it to the entrance of the dungeon and drop him?
Yeah, I will allow that.
Okay. That way, when we leave, I tell the ghost that we're gonna dispose. We're gonna bury your body where you requested. What's your name again?
I am Alastor Land.
We'll make sure that you get buried properly. Your bones will be waiting on us at the entrance to the cairn. When we get done with the cairn and when we leave, we'll make sure that we bury you. Is that acceptable?
It is. I am going to... I don't know if I can do this. Oh, actually, I may have... Give me a second. Sorry. I can't remember if I created a... I don't think I did. I'll get a picture of Alastor and what he looked like. I forgot to upload it. Sorry. So, what do we want to do in the interim?
Well, let's get out of here.
Oh. Are we getting out of here, or are we going to the other end of the hall after he just disables the trap?
Yeah, but he told you got to go take his bones back and bury him before he does it.
No, we just came to an agreement that when we got done here.
No, hang on. Let me reread what he said when he said, I have been here for countless decades, punished for abandoning my family in a time of need. Over these years, I have seen explorers like you come and go. The trap in the walls kills most of them, but others have left in humiliation, unable to pass through the far metal door. I am unable to leave the way you came because of my curse, but I am able to push through the far wall. Beyond the door is a glorious chamber of strange carvings and a pillar of air. And there's a catch on the other side of the door that opens it without issue. I'll trigger it for you if you take my bones from here and bury them with my family on a farmstead just beyond Diamond Lake. Do this for me and I will be free. I assure you there is no other way through that door. In other words, go bury my bones, and once you bury his bones, he will open the far door, but if you don't, then he guarantees you there's no way you're going to be able to get through that door.
How is he going to open the door if we bury his bones? Because then he'll be off in the ether.
He'll be free.
You're right, but his promise is that he will go through and unlock it after you've buried his bones.
Right, so I'm going to try to persuade him that just like he's going to promise to do that, if he'll do that for us so we can finish what we're doing, we will free him when we leave the dungeon.
Okay.
Just unlock the door first.
Yeah.
No. So you can try. What is your charisma bonus?
I got a 15 charisma.
Yeah, there's a bonus of
says 7 henchmen, loyalty base 15, reaction adjustment 15.
Yeah, all right. So roll a D100 for me.
Just on the little table thing?
Yeah, you just roll it down below and just roll a D100. All right, as he looks in your direction, I have been promised things before. I do not trust any of the living. Do as I ask.
How long have you been here?
I have been here many decades.
Okay, so you've been here many decades. All right?
Yep.
What's a couple more hours?
I shall not pass through the other door at great peril and pain to myself until I know that my bones are returned to my family.
Renoir, come here.
Renoir cowers in the corner, obviously a chicken.
How long does the fear last? Do we know?
I am going to say after about half hour or so, you guys can go do another check.
I can call my wolf and have him run it. What's the name of your family? He doesn't like the spirit, but he'll say it. He'll basically give us the name of your family.
The Land family. They have a farm outside of.
The Land, Land.
Yes.
Okay.
This is what the ghost looks like as he's standing there looking at you guys.
What's your name?
Alastor Land.
Alastor Land.
Alastor?
Alastor.
Renoir's all for the idea of getting the hell out of here.
Looking
at the bones.
Looking at this, fear or no fear, I'm ready to leave. Looking at that thing, I don't need a fear spell. That is a fear enough, okay? Let's get the hell
I
out of
wasn't
here.
afraid at all. In fact, I critted that sucker, so I'm thinking about sending my wolf. I think he'd understand. He would bury a bone, wouldn't he?
I yell from down the corridor. Let's go. Let's get out of this place. We can come back.
Okay, I don't want to metagame, but yeah, we have to make a decision. Are we going to leave or not? Because we're just going to spin our wheels for a little while if we don't figure out how we want to do it. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's bring the characters together. Okay, so Hubs, now I'm in character. Everybody, let's come together. Let's discuss what we're doing. Please.
I say we go, bury the bones, rest up, and we'll come back.
I don't trust this thing to do what he says he's gonna do. How's he gonna do it once he's buried?
I agree, but he's not going to do it anyway unless we go and force him, and who's going to do that?
I got silver.
Renoir is completely compromised. He's like, let's get out of here, man.
Renoir, do you have any
Game
holy
over,
water?
man. Game over.
I love it.
That's
Alien.
awesome.
Alien is awesome. All right.
Did Renoir actually leave?
Well,
I can't
he's-
see him anymore.
That's because he went down.
Oh,
there
okay, I see it.
I
Sorry.
moved him down.
I bet
just-
DM did that. It's pretty good.
There he is, Hub.
I'm not sure we want to be trying to face this thing down, especially with the fear. Half of us are going to run away, including me. So if you guys want to go face it, it's going to be one or two of you facing off against it.
And let's be honest, we got one NPC who's beat up. I'm at 3 hit points. And giant ant could kill me. Our magic user, I think, has a handful of spells, maybe. Our cleric has no healing spells. We're in a really crappy situation. I
Hey, I've
think
got plenty of slings.
at the very least,
Thank you very much.
yeah, and I have darts, but this thing is incorporeal. So I think we really need to consider, at the very least, regrouping someplace, getting some spells. I don't think we're going to be able to convince this thing that he needs to go on the other side and unlock the door for us. I think our only hope is to go bury his bones and hope for the best.
I
And
agree.
if that doesn't happen, then we move to the next cairn, whatever these things are, because
No, I tell spirits, if you not do what you say, I make sure to burn your bones and all your land.
nice,
That's
very
fair.
nice, well done, yeah.
Does Modred has he any knowledge of anything in his studies? Do spirits typically keep their word?
Yeah, that's a crapshoot, 50-50. Although, Renoir, give me a wisdom check, please. While Modred knows things arcane, Renoir kind of has an insight on the world of the unliving, I guess, for lack of a better term. And Renoir does know that spirits are singularly driven most cases. And this spirit seems to really want to have its bones returned to its family. And so while you can debate whether or not spirits are going to do what they say, really it wouldn't hurt to show faith that it's going to do what it said it would do, but there's no guarantee.
I see Renoir scratching his chin in deep thought. I say, Sir Cleric, what do you think?
I think he will probably do what he says. We never know for sure. But this seems to be what he needs to do to move on. I think he should do it.
Alrighty, let's do it then. Let's take the ring and go down one at a time with the ring and go back and bury his bones, and hopefully he does as he says.
Tell me you guys are going to jump.
Jump?
Say
No,
that again.
no
We're
jump.
gonna
Hey,
jump.
you got any chickens left?
Yeah.
Yes, I have a chicken left.
All right.
Put the ring on the chicken
All right.
and drop it.
It takes you guys about 15, 20 minutes or so, now that you have a clue what you're doing. And you, oops, sorry. Well, yeah. Takes you a while, but you guys descend into the into the sarcophagus chamber, and then work your way south, back through the formerly clogged with spider webs, and you find yourselves in the main level of the main entry where you guys first arrived.
Renoir looks very sheepish about his prior behavior.
You're sheepish. I peed my pants.
Cleric of Tritherian.
By the way, Sean DM, thank you for pushing us very quickly through all that. That's what I love about actual role playing versus games where you just have to go through crap over and over and over again just to get out of a dungeon.
Yep, no worries. It takes you guys, as I said, a little bit of time. I guess I should have done. Let me see.
Renoir was clearly overly influenced by all the chickens we had around.
As you find yourselves leaving the dungeons, grabbing the trail, and perhaps maybe 2.5 hours later, it's in the early afternoon, well, mid-afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock or so as the day is winding long, and you guys find yourself coming back into Diamond Lake along the company road, coming back down out of the hills. You could see the town spread before you. It is, as a reminder, the 7th day of readying. Cold and cloudy, a little bit of a breeze, typical like early winter, midwinter weather. Where do we wish to go?
Well, let's go take care of these bones.
Do we know where this farm is? I guess that's the first question.
No, you do not. So probably somebody, if they were a well-known farm, somebody in town would know whether you could go to Alastor or you could go back to the Feral Dog one.
How about Durkin? Does Durkin know?
Durskin. So he scratches his head. I've been drinking for quite some time, but I seem to remember there was a farm dedicated for a family called the Land family, somewhere east of town, about a mile outside along the lake road.
What's good enough for me?
Okay, Hub goes, whoa. And I know this, and now a meta character. I know the game doesn't go around Hub, although I actually think it does. Hub says, look at me. He's 3/4 down damaged. So he's got bruises, cuts, and everything. He goes, I cannot go with you. If there's something bad that happens, I'm afraid I won't survive. So I do apologize. And he bows low. And he goes, I need to go someplace to rest, or I may not survive whatever comes next.
You buttercups. All right. We'll go rest up.
Okay.
I look at Bayamba and say, next time we're going to get heartier company.
Exactly. I can give first aid to those that I would be able to take it. You know, if they
let's go to Alice's house and find out where this guy goes.
No. We're not going to Alistair's house yet.
Why?
Because we're not going to Alistair's house yet.
Why?
There's
not
two
important why.
Got to remember,
I don't like his hair.
Alastor is the ghost. Alastan is the guy that hired you.
Okay.
Alastan. Let's go to Alastan's house. I make sure.
No, I don't want to go to his house yet.
Why?
Good.
Because then I got to give him back his sword. Then I got to give him back his sword.
Okay.
I thought we could rest and then we'll give him back his sword.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I like the thought.
All right. So
Before we go back into the dungeon, he'll get his sword back as we promised.
all right. So you go into the Abel Carter Coaching Inn where you guys are staying, or
Yes.
okay.
Yes, please.
All right.
Yes.
So eventually you guys all make it back to. Oh, how'd that happen? Pretty weird. Try this again. Oh, select. There we go. As you guys
That's what I'm.
traipse your way through town, eventually arriving at the Abel Carter Coaching House right at about dinner time. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening as the sun is slowly working its way on the backside of the mountains. You guys wearily step into the coaching house to go have yourselves a nice dinner and get yourself some nice rest.
I think
Anything
we all
that-
got first aid too before we get the rest, so we get that extra bonus.
Sure.
Yes, please.
As you are, I'm assuming, unless our barbarian, I don't know how many healing kits of healing he can do to bind wounds and stuff.
It's just it's all natural, so I can do it like with whatever I have available.
All right. So you guys, you bind your wound. You all go in for a nice winter's nap. Everybody,
Hey, it's not Thanksgiving yet.
go ahead and give thyselves a long rest if you haven't already. I know it won't do it, but we'll start with Renoir. Renoir, you get a +1 on your bonus, so you get a total of 3 hit points back. Your max is 18, so you're back to your max anyway. Hub,
How do you do the long rest again? I'm sorry.
if you go onto your character sheet,
Uh huh.
if you go to gear,
Uh huh.
right in the second row down, it says long rest. There's a thing that says daily. Right under it says long rest. You just click the little camp thing.
Oh, there it goes. I was trying to do it. I couldn't get it. There we go.
So Hub, you get 2 hit points, so you get a total of 4 back. So as of right now, Hub is at 7. Modred,
Yay.
you get 2 back. So that means you get a total of 4 back, which means you're back to your maximum of 10. Yamba, you're already at max.
Yep.
And looks like Mulgar, you get 2 back, so you get a total of 4, so you're back to your 23 as well. And then our guy here. I don't know why. I wish this would save it on every map, but it doesn't. It pisses me off. Give me a second here, so I have to update the name on his name and information on this one too. Durskin is going to head back to his boat. He will see you guys in the morning. See, he had 14. His con, he gets +2, so he gets 4 back, so he's at 18 now. So he's about half. All right. So the next day, as you guys all rest, recuperate, and heal, You awaken on the 8th day to a cold day, although it's not like super cold. Wait, what's the date today? The 8th. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong day. No, I'm right. It is a cold day, and it's just above freezing, just enough so that there is a light rain that begins in the early morning. A nice, chilly, wet day as a rather haggard-looking Durskin Basada greets you all in the morning in the common room of the Abel Carter Coaching Company as you have your breakfast. He comes in, you can see that the bruises are beginning to swell up on him around his neck and his arms where he took damage and when he fell. But
War,
he's
you want to
Yep.
help
I'm
him out?
gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on him
But-
to get him up a little better.
he is here as agreed upon in the morning.
Obama plate of food.
Okay. As he eagerly takes it.
Can I run to the store real quick and buy a shovel?
Really?
As-
a 2? A
Yep.
2?
Yep, as you give him 2 hit points, putting him at 20. Don't forget when you heal people, you have to target them. Otherwise, I have to do it manually. It won't add it to their. So.
Yeah, I didn't see his character icon. I'm sorry.
Yep, it's there. No fun. I got it. All right. As it is early in the morning, perhaps 7:30-ish, give or take, as you guys awaken to the fresh day. Oh, you're gonna cast.
How much
again?
did this food cost?
2 silver pieces.
Well, we're going to ask around about the lamb farm just to make sure we're going the right place.
So as you ask around, a couple of people in the servants and whatnot that work at the in the tavern and the inn here remember the Land family, although they haven't been on their farm for many years. Apparently, the family was wiped out during the Red Plague.
Oh, nice.
Perhaps 20 years ago. But their farm still remains about 10 minutes east of town along the lake road.
Okay. Well, shall we go do this and then we can go see our wizard and I give the sword back, but I'd prefer to hold on to the sword in case we meet some more undead on the way.
Yep. Let's go bury our little skeleton.
All right, let's go.
Hub bumps into Renoir before everybody leaves and goes, "Hey, good morning. How you doing? Hey, do you have any more of those healing spells available?" And he slips him a gold piece.
No remuneration is necessary, if I can even pronounce that, and I will cast Cure Light Wounds.
Please do so, sir.
What is he doing? Who's he casting it on?
I think.
Hub, you were already at your...
The Hubster.
What were your hit points?
I'm showing 7 presently, and
Okay.
from the math that I was told earlier, that was
Okay.
what I understood.
Yep. I want to see. I for some reason I was thinking everybody was up, but you're right. You're right. So Hub got 5. So that should
Yes, sir.
so that should put him at 12.
Poor NPC.
Thank you, sir. I insist, and I offer him the gold coin again one more time.
All right. I'm sure Tritherian could use the money, and I will take the money.
Don't forget
Blessed
to
be
deselect Hub.
Tritherian.
Blessed
Oh.
be Tritherian it is. All right. As you guys finished your break of your fast, you gather once again to head out, this time along the southern road known as the Vein, called the Vein because there are many little mines along the way. As you head east along the Vein, and outside of town. You begin walking. You're told it was perhaps 10, 15 minutes outside of town. And sure enough, as you move down the road, exiting your way outside of Diamond Lake, I am going to need a ranger check, please, for your amazing tracking abilities.
If he screws up, I got mine too. I can do.
Oh, that yeah.
Don't forget to
He's so
deselect
good,
now.
I'm sure he just passed.
Don't forget to deselect now.
Wow.
Damn.
I got no idea where we're going, people.
You're on
Brenda.
a damn road. How can you not know where you're going?
You want me to do mine?
Yeah. Otherwise, this could be a
Yeah.
long campaign.
So mine starts out at 90 and then gets reduced by a whole bunch of different mitigating factors. So
Okay. What are the mitigating factors?
if we're trying to follow somebody in the rain, it could reduce it by that. If we're trying to go on the rocks or stone.
All right.
that
I am
could
going to say
reduce
there's.
that.
I'm going to say there's no real mitigating because you're not following anybody. The rain isn't going to do anything because you can stay right on the road. The only thing is you're going to have to. People were describing to you about how far and what the place looked like. You're looking for an old, rundown, broken down farm, which there could be many, but at least you have an idea on where to go.
Maybe a minus 1% because the halfling's bitching about being in the wilderness.
Exactly.
Well, it's good
So
thing
I
it
made
picked
it-
1%.
I made it by 2.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I rolled the wrong one. I would have made it as well. I rolled the
Yeah.
wrong one.
Did you?
Yeah, I rolled indoors. It should have been outdoors, 90% as well. Oh, well.
Okay. As you guys move your way outside of Diamond Lake once again, the drizzling rain doing nothing to boost your spirits or make you feel happy. It's cold, it's wet, it's running down the backs of your necks in some places. Even while you have the hoods pulled up and everything tucked in tight, you still somehow get water running down the inside of your clothing around the back. The sloshing of your boots through the hard and yet top layer of soaking mud as you slosh your way through the muddy roads that encompass this region. Eventually it sort of comes down out of the hills into a flattened area, and you can see there are some farms that are definitely being worked as there's smoke coming out of the chimneys and the land looks worked. However, you see a copse of rather large declo trees that shade a small quiet clearing just about where everybody has told you the Land family would be. It's really about 10 minutes of a walk that you guys have had to do, but it seems like it took you an hour with this weather and the chill. You can see that crumbling walls in a seemingly abandoned farmhouse stand vigil atop a small bluff that overlooks the clearing. The sad ruins of what must once have been Alastor Land's home. You can see in the clearing overlooked, so the clearing is sort of at the bottom of a hill or a small bluff, and the house sits up on top. The clearing and where all the farmland was and stuff are sort of toward the bottom, but even from this distance you can see 5 grave markers stand, each with different name scratched into them. You can see that open pits yawn from before all 5 headstones. Interesting if his family was buried there, but we'll figure that out when we come back from break.
Woohoo!
We'll be back in a couple minutes, folks. I appreciate you guys. I know our break is a little late, but Papa got to make a pee-pee. So
Rio lost their footing on their
we
latest
shall
climbing
be
event.
back here shortly.
Their needs,
As soon as we get rid of these.
Their
So
ego,
we're going to get rid of commercials
the
next stream
saving
because
grace.
Monkey's
Rio
giving me
has
all the
health
music.
insurance with us.
So I'll be able to put it
And
right on my
that's a sweet
computer and we
relief.
won't have to do it some
Get
SoundCloud.
Oscar at
So there'll be no more
Health
ads.
insurance made for
But
real
I am
life.
going
Oscar
to
Medical coverage is underwritten by Oscar
I'm
Insurance
going to set our
Company
timer.
Administrative services for all plans provided by Oscar Management Corporation. All insurance policies
10
and
minutes
benefit
okay
plans
with you
contain
guys?
exclusions and limitations and are not available.
Yeah, that's fine.
Prices are
Normally we
subject
do
to subsidy
15, but
availability.
I'm just going to do 10 so we can get back as quick as we can if that's all right with you.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you guys in
Yep.
about 10 minutes. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and yeah, we'll be back.
So, Kevin, are you online right now?
We know emergencies can happen anytime, anywhere. With ER locations from coast to coast in Florida, Orlando Health is ready to provide expert care if you're facing one. And in the Narcoossee and Avalon areas, when you choose Orlando Health Emergency Room Randall Park, you'll find a place where chaos meets calm and uncertainty finds answers, giving you more reasons to choose well. To learn more about our high-quality emergency services in Orange County, visit orlandohealth.com/ER.
A lo largo de la historia, las manzanas han cambiado el mundo. La manzana de Newton llevó al descubrimiento de la gravedad. William Tell le disparó a una manzana en la cabeza de alguien por alguna razón, pero ahora los genios de Fireball están usando manzanas para lanzar su delicioso whisky de canela hacia una nueva era. Presentamos el nuevo Fireball Blazing Apple. Prueba la historia en cada trago con el nuevo sabor de Fireball Blazing Apple. Por favor, bebe con responsabilidad. Whisky con sabor natural de canela, 33% de alcohol por volumen, producido por Sazerac, Frank Rocky White.
All right, we had enough of that. We're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to tonight's episode of Agora Quest 21 Shots. I am going to attempt to talk in a normal voice because apparently even when I say I'm not going to be loud, I'm really loud. So my wife's like, it's okay. I have Alexa. She's like, it's okay. I have Alexa. She can make, drown you out. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm sorry. I get into character. I try to get into character. So I do apologize. So if you guys think I'm being too loud, just tell me. And I'll ignore you too.
Turn it down, old man.
I know, right? Anyway, wish to welcome everybody back. If you're just joining us, welcome. I'm pretty sure most of you have been here the entire time, as our party has come back to Diamond Lake, had a brief respite, got a little bit of healing, a little bit of rest and relaxation, at least overnight, as they have now escorted the bones of Alastor, Alastor Land, heading back to his home. And as I described, as you guys have returned or come east of town about 10 or 15 minutes, drizzling rain, a little bit miserable, but you haven't been in it long enough to be completely miserable. As you come on the back side of the hill, leaving Diamond Lake, you can see there is some flat land farm area and you indeed do find what you believe to be the Land Farmstead. The home sits on a small little bluff that overlooks a lower region, and that lower region is where the farmland is. But apparently, there is a family graveyard there, and in that family graveyard area below the house, you can see that there are 5 headstones and there are 5 grave sites to go along with those headstones. But interestingly, even from here, you can see that the graves themselves are dug up as if like they haven't been buried yet. And so that is where you guys find yourselves now, sort of overlooking that area. What do we wish to do?
I'm going to draw my longsword and I'm going to start approaching the gravesite.
Okay.
So it looks like there's fresh graves been dug and they haven't been filled in. Is that what I heard?
I guess I should have put tokens on the map, huh? Going to do.
What's the name written on the stone?
Give me just a second here.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, am I there, Scott?
All right. I have to do one more thing on this map. Well, a couple things. First of all, let me move that down so it's not deafening me. And I am going to. I gotta adjust the map here.
Not a creepy map at all.
Not at all. That's not what I wanted, and that's okay.
They're less creepy, though.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know why it did that, but okay. As you sort of look, I need to get our time here going. So it's about 8:30ish in the morning, still early in the morning, as you guys can see. Over here is where you can see the grave sites. Over here, you could see the fenced-in farmstead, and you can see the farmland there. This is sort of a sloping downward. You can see the rocks here, and so at the base of these this sort of slopes down, and then it flattens out here, and you can see these grave sites over here. But anyway, let me describe it once. Well, I think I described it already. So you can see that a copse of immense decklow trees shades a small quiet clearing just where it was said it would be, about 10 minutes east of Diamond Lake. Crumbling walls and a seemingly abandoned farmhouse stand vigil atop a small bluff overlooking the clearing. The sad ruins of what must once have been Alastor's home. 5 grave markers stand in the clearing, and as you go to examine them, you can see that each grave marker has a different name. Anders, Burmissa, Calderon, Gerdia, and Alastor. Open pits yawn before all 5 headstones. Piles of fresh dirt and a pair of abandoned shovels suggest that an excavation took place recently, certainly within the week.
Ooh.
So there are 5 grave sites here, and Alastor's name is one of them, and they look like they've all been recently dug up.
Well, everyone, let's dump the bones and rebury at least the one, and we'll figure out the other stuff.
I'm wondering if we
Should
should
we go?
dig a new hole for it and leave it unmarked.
So looking at the gravestones again, you could see they have the different names, but officially each one has the full name as well as the year of the birth and the year of the death. So you can see Anders Land, born 531, died 564 common year. Burmissa Land, born 534, died 576 Common Year. Calderon Land, born 550, died 576 Common Year. And Gertia Land, born 563, died 576 Common Year. And last but not least, Alastor Land, born 552, but no death year.
Do we need to go talk to the people who own all this land before we pitch them?
So it looks to you like the farm has long been abandoned, but you can't really tell. But everything's dilapidated. The farmland is overgrown. The house itself is falling apart. Looks like the upstairs doesn't even hardly stand.
Oh, that's different, and bless you.
Thank you.
Let's focus on our task at hand. Who has the bones?
Clearly, somebody has dug these up for some reason or another. That's why I'm wondering if we shouldn't bury them in a different hole and cover it up without leaving a marker.
Give me search checks, everybody.
Why you guys want to cover it up without leaving a marker?
So it can't
I
be.
just think we're on
attacked
it.
by
We have a
grave
job to
robbers.
do, and we should do it.
Bless you. Looks like just waiting on Hub, because Hub's always a slow one. You know those halflings.
I'm the slow one. I don't know how to do surge. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just roll a d6. Interestingly, as you guys all sort of search around, kind of looking and see what's going on, Renoir, you find something interesting. You're very familiar with like burials and how grave sites work, and last rites and all that other good stuff. But you find what appear to be small wheel tracks that lead out of the grave area and heading back toward the road that you guys came in on.
Oh.
And as you guys look, Mulgar, you instantly recognize as soon as Renoir points out these tracks that were kind of half hidden with like the wetness and some snow and whatnot, but he just happened to notice it. As soon as you get a closer look, you realize that it looks like they're wheelbarrow tracks, because you can see where the wheelbarrow was set down and it left a wheel mark and then some grooves, and then somebody picked it up and started walking. And it looked like it was definitely heavy, whatever was in the wheelbarrow.
Okay, well, we can definitely try to follow this, but I still say we should do our task and bury the bones, because we'll track down whoever's doing this and take care of them.
I hope it's not a necromancer.
Yeah, and I agree. We should bury him. I'm just saying that based on somebody digging things up, maybe we should bury him in a spot where they're not going to be thinking to dig.
Whatever you guys want to do, but we came here for a reason. Let's do it.
Let's put him in that hole right there and let Renoir consecrate the grave, and then
you can see that one.
You
sorry, that one right there that you're looking at. You can see, is actually has a headstone for Alastor Land.
Yeah, I think we should put him in his own grave.
Yeah, let's do that.
If that's what we think, that's what we'll put him. We'll put him in his own grave.
Renoir, give me a wisdom check.
Let us say out loud, Alastor, we are here to put your bones to rest.
Well said. Well said.
So as they're going to put,
as I burn you,
as they go to put the bones away, you notice something. Really, like I said, you're very well attuned, Alastor, in the rites and consecrations of graves and stuff. Every one of these looked like it had somebody buried in it, right? All of them had a birth and a death date, except for Alastor. However, there was a grave for Alastor. this leads you to believe that somebody had a funeral for a body that was never found. Like Alastor went missing, his body was never returned. The family went ahead and had a burial for him, but they could not bring themselves to put a date on it because they didn't know for sure he was dead. But he had been gone so long that they figured he had to have been dead.
Yeah, I think that's what we figured. We can scratch into the headstone the current date. It's the date of his burial. We don't know when he died, I don't think.
Right.
Well, we toss the bones in and start burying it back up.
Okay. So it takes you guys about 5-10 minutes to consecrate the bones, to do whatever you need to do to cover it back up. And then you turn and look around and see the remains of the farmhouse.
I want to track the wheelbarrow.
Okay. You could see that the wheelbarrow looks like it's heading back toward the house. Give me a tracking check, though, Mulgar. As you're tracking the wheelbarrow, you realize there looked like there were 5 people here. However, they were here at the grave, and you saw that they also went to the farmhouse. However, 5 went in, but only 4 came out. And the way they were moving, they weren't normal footsteps. It was like they were running when they left.
All right, let's maybe we should check out that farmhouse. I'm sure there's something.
Yeah.
Something fun in there.
We see any shuffling, stumbling footsteps?
No. No zombies or anything like that you can see. As you guys come around, you can see that the house has a porch on this side with a door that has been collapsed and broken. There's a dilapidated fence around as well. You can see several large rocks and boulders sort of skirt the edging around the house. I forgot to put... Is he on there? I think I forgot to put our other guy on there. Our NPC guy.
No calls for brains, something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Let me, I need to put our guy's hit points on. He's got 18. All right. As you step in by the door, you can see that the interior of the house, the dilapidated Land Farmstead consists of a crumbled wall and a sagging, unsafe house with broken windows and a sagging roof. Thick, sludgy puddles of dried blood and unidentifiable fleshy chunks litter the wooden floor immediately inside the busted down front door. So you can see that there's dried blood and chunks of unidentifiable flesh inside inside the door.
Huh. How bad do we want to know what's in here?
Well,
We got the Dunwich Horror here.
Well, we're
can we smell like rotten flesh?
No, it doesn't smell like rotten flesh, but it looks like flesh that had gotten ripped off. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's undead or anything like that, but it is... Yeah.
This looks like a job for a sneaky person.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm walking up to the door. I'm taking a look around. Anything that jumps out at me immediately?
No, not that you can see other than as I said, the splotches of dried blood and chunks of flesh.
I'm
You
going
want
to
my
search
last
for
chicken?
traps. Yeah, chunk. No, I was about to say chunk it in there, but no. I'm going to search for traps immediately.
Okay.
I look at the party and say, "Bear with me." Kind of, I whisper, "Bear with me."
Okay.
What was that? Somebody's stomach?
It was a
A
bear.
bear.
Yeah, that was the bear.
Oh, dear.
Okay. You find no traps.
Okay, I'm stepping in, and then I'm going to the right
Okay.
And I'll follow
if I
him.
can.
As you go in and into the right, you can see there's nothing there. There's an old broken out window that overlooks the back or the side of the house, whatever you want to call it. You can see that there is a divider wall between here and the rest of the house. This looks like it might have been some kind of a sitting area. But the rest of the main house, and there's actually an upstairs, but it's all collapsed, leaving mostly a view overhead.
So say that part again, so we can see upstairs. Is that what you're saying, Sean?
Yeah, it's all collapsed though. It's all collapsed.
Got it. Okay. I don't think there's sneakiness going on now.
Nope.
Fighter guys,
as you're
go do your
walking,
stuff.
as you're walking, you hear the floor creaking, and as you guys get into the corner of the house there, you hear sort of a shuffling sound coming from the other side of the house, and coming around the corner, you watch as this massive owl bear.
Oh my goodness!
Reggie.
Everybody
But
roll, everybody roll for initiative.
Come on. These dice have been fucking me all night.
Oh, be nice. It's not the dice's fault. Why is it not playing? Oh, music ain't playing, man. I feel bad. Let's go back here and we'll get some more.
Be advised, I
Pastor
might
the
be
Bear
messing up.
Gave a nat
But-
one to the owl bear.
All right, I like it. Let's see if this one plays. Like my music ain't playing. There we go. All right. Let me see if we got it. We got everybody. I got to take the wolf out of there. All right. What do we got here? The owlbear gets a nat 1. Thanks, Ash. I appreciate it, dude.
What?
All right. DM's got him a nat 1. Hang on. Let me go. I got a nat 1 and a nat 20. All right. So as of now, what's left over is Modred has a nat 20, I have a nat 20, and I also have a nat 1. All right. Renoir, you are up. As you hear the roar, you could hear this, you could see this large owlbear. It looks like it's been wounded. Looks like somebody's already done damage to it, but that doesn't make it any less fierce or fearsome as this 8-foot-tall hulking mix of a giant brown bear and an owl, some bastardized hybrid monstrosity created by a wizard long ago that has since propagated its kin over the centuries, comes rushing around the corner, attacking you and
Drunk guy.
yes, Durskin.
Durskin.
All right,
I have to
Renoir will
fix this.
step up and boop it on the beak with his mace.
Okay. As
Really?
you swing down upon the fearsome creature, you miss as it has an armor class of 5.
How many of those nat 1 or nat 20s did I have?
You don't have any more. You used one last session and one this session.
Brenda? All right, never mind.
Yep. As the owlbear, as you swing at it, and it sort of glances off of it, it lets out a roar as in obvious pain. Even though you didn't appear to damage it, you definitely got its attention as it comes up, and it gets 3 attacks. 2 claw and a bite.
Oh my goodness.
Clearly my wife's fault.
As the first swipe down upon you misses, as its second claw swipes down upon you, this one misses as well. Wow, missed by 1. Do I have any points? I do not. As its beak now bites down at you, that's even more damage. Yes! As the beak jumps down upon you, as you suffer 2 hit points of damage, as you feel the pain and the sting, not a lot, but just enough to get your attention, as you watch as its powerful jaw clamps down, crumpling the shoulder-plated part of your armor. Hub. Hub, you have to have line of sight in order to hit it with your dart, Hub, so you're going to have to move, because from where you're at, I don't think you could see the owlbear.
Understood. I'm trying to figure out what the hell to do.
So you can, I don't know if you can see, yeah, if you get down here at the door entry next to Mulgar, you might be able to see it from there. If not, the only thing you can do is move to where you can see it, and that'll be your turn.
Okay, so if I go south, like maybe towards Mulgar, would I be able to see it?
That's what I'm saying. You tell me. I can't see your line of sight from where you're at. You have to move your token there and then see if you can see it.
Understood. I'm moving to Mulgar. What happens if I occupy the space of another player?
You cannot move into the space of a player unless you can do your action and move out of that space as well. So
understood.
Like, if you sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Dungeon Master. What if I elect to not do anything but do a full movement? Can I move like to the corner of the building?
Yes, you can. You can move up to your full movement distance. You just can't do any attack actions.
Understood. I can't do that anyway, so I'm going to move to that corner behind Renoir if I'm able to do that, sir.
Yes, you are. Yeah, so the rules essentially say you can only move 10 feet before you do your attack. The only caveat to that is if you are charging. If you have line of sight on a creature, you can charge it. So that means you can go your full movement and still attack, but that's only a special case attack. And it has to be a straight line. It's not like you can't go around a corner and stuff like that. So in your case, you could not see it, so you could not charge it, but you can still move your full movement. But yeah, otherwise the rules say you can only go 10 feet, then you can attack. All right, that is it for Hub, as he's positioned himself. Modred.
Modred's going to shoot him, get his sling out, and hit him with a sling stone.
I don't think you can. I don't think the wizard has enough oomph to hurt an owlbear with a sling.
I've got a -1 to hit.
It should automatically figure that in, but yeah. Just make sure you target it before you swing.
I didn't target it.
Well, it hit, so you hit armor class 6, so you still missed by 1 because it has an armor class of 5. But you do have 1 point available if you want to expend that one point and then do the damage.
I'll do that.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, so you are no longer, you have no more points. Go ahead and, if you haven't already, go ahead and target it and then hit damage, because it'll still affect it if you do it that way.
Oh,
is it targeted?
Cartman gave out two nat 20s.
Nat 20s to who?
He said for another PC, or for a PC, so I guess we're going to have to roll for him, or?
So, all right, yep, so for PC, for another
How do I do damage now?
All right, so if you look on the chat block, if you go to the game chat and you see where you rolled, you'll see there's a thing that says damage. All you have to do is click that damage button, and it'll roll.
Hold on, I gotta find that again. Where do I find that at?
On the right-hand side, on all the icons, the
Uh-huh.
very first one that says chats, it looks like the two balloon chat bubbles. Click on it, and then at the very bottom, you should see where you did your sling hit. It says damage, 1d4 plus 1. Just click it, and it'll do the damage for you. Why did it do a d6?
I don't know.
Is it because it's large? Is it sling less on a large?
Oh.
I thought it was just a d. You know what? I'm wondering if maybe that's, yes, 1d6 plus 1 because it is large. That's why. So apparently, if you don't target anything, it just does the regular small damage. But once he targeted it, it adjusted it for the right. So you did do 2 hit points of damage to that lovely critter. Can't believe you would hurt such a wild beast. All right. That is it for Modred. Before we go any further, I need everybody to roll a 20-sided dice, please. Just do the regular at the bottom of the chat. Just roll a d20. All right, just waiting on Modred.
Okay. 3. How did 3d6 off?
What was that?
Okay. I had an extra roll on there for some reason.
Gotcha. All right. So,
I never get them, man. Never.
Mulgar and Hub, you now have nat 20s available.
Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Not that it's going to help any.
What in the 9 hells do I do with that?
You don't know what to do with it? So
Somebody with a
I'll figure it
magic
out.
sword.
So if you did not already know, when somebody grants you a nat 20, you can replace the nat 20 with any dice roll, any 20-sided dice roll. So typically people use it for attacks. They'll roll, and if they don't hit, or they want to just check to see if they can do a crit, and they don't get it, they can then say, well, I'm going to use my nat 20. That means you get an automatic crit. Right? So right now, I have a nat 20 and a nat 1. Hub has a nat 20, Modred has a nat 20, and now Mulgar has a nat 20. So that means you can replace any attack roll with a nat 20 and automatically crit with that dice roll.
Apologies, DMs. Sean, I was actually thinking to myself, that was rhetorical. I apologize.
No, fine. I just didn't know if anybody, a lot of times, like, I'll have explained it a long time ago, and then people tend to forget, so it's no big deal. All right.
Well done, sir.
After Modred, Mulgar, you are up.
Sadly, I do not have a good line to charge. I was hoping for a charge, but I'm just going to have to move in and attack next round. So that's all I got.
Gotcha. As you watch as Durskin moves in, taking his sword two-handed, and he hits the creature.
Woo!
Doing 11 hit points of damage to the owlbear. Huzzah!
I think he's our MVP. He's going to give my vote for MVP.
Huzzah!
He's clearly a higher level than we are.
He's only 3rd level.
Yes.
Or 4th
Higher
level.
than
4th
us.
level. Sorry. Biamba, you're up.
Oh, 4th.
Hey, good. I just got a nat 20 from Monkey, so I'm gonna move in. I can't seem to. I don't think I can get a
That's
shot
5.
from here.
If you can move 5 more feet, so if you move over, can you see it?
I can see his feet.
As long as you can see it, you can target it.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Go here. Go here. I'm gonna go here. See what we get. 18.
That hits exactly.
Awesome damage.
Nice.
6 points of damage. All right, we're gonna try it again. Second shot. All right. Attack.
As it hits.
Awesome damage.
Nice, another 4 hit
Nice.
points damage. Nicely done.
Looks like you're trying to be MVP.
Right?
Well, finally.
Is that it for you, sir?
That's all I can do. That's all I get 2 shots.
All right, as we go to the top of the order, everybody re-roll your initiative. Nice. Waiting for Biamba and Hub.
Oh, it didn't work.
Sorry. Scrolling.
Nice. All right. That is it for everybody. Modred, my man, you are up. Swing, better. No, as the sling misses. A sling only does. Can you double check? Does a sling get 2 attacks or?
I think he just gets 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
I thought this.
It is. No, it's a fire rate of 1. Both the bullet and the stone have a fire rate of 1. Yeah, darts have 3, bows and stuff have 2, crossbow heavy is half. All right.
You say I can take a 10-foot step after I shoot?
Either before or after you shoot, you can move 10 feet. Yes.
I'm gonna try to give the barbarian some more room.
All right. As Hub, you are up.
Go get him, Hub.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run to the far corner, if I may. I have no intention of doing an attack. I'm going to be yelling the whole way, though. So hopefully I can distract this thing. That's probably the stupidest thing I've ever done, but I'm going to try to do it.
Where are you trying to
I'm
run to?
offering myself up as a sacrifice.
Sorry, I've got to zoom out a wee bit so I can move. I'm going to go to that upper left-hand corner.
Up here? So just as you know, as soon as you move past it, it gets an attack of opportunity on you because you came within 5 feet of it, and then you're moving out of its range, so it gets an attack on you.
Understood, sir. That's my plan.
Okay.
As I said, not the smartest hobbit in the world.
All right. As it wipes its claw. And unfortunately, Hub ducks under the swiping claw of the enraged owlbear, making his way over there. Hub, as you get to where you're at, your eyes kind of grow wide because over in the corner, over here, in a whole bunch of trash, almost like, dare I say, a nest, you see another owlbear, although it's a lot smaller. It's like a baby owlbear, if you will.
And I yell that to the party. Exactly what you just said. There's a baby owlbear here.
Don't kill it. We can train it.
I agree. Kill this other one, though.
All right. That's it for Hub. Mulgar.
Ooh, good shot.
Nice.
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 All right. 11 hit points of damage to the owlbear.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, that joker's got to be close to going down.
Biamba.
All right, Biamba.
I hope so.
Here, and then he's gonna go ahead. Come on. It's not. There he goes. Okay. And we're gonna go to his character sheet and attack.
Oh no! You missed.
By how much?
2.
Ah, shit. Ain't got that. Let's use my nat 20.
Okay. Roll your damage and add 6 to it.
That was
Nice.
3, so it's 9 points of damage.
Why you guys make me do shit by hand, man?
I targeted him.
Yeah, I know you target it, but when you do the damage, I said you do that and then add 6 to it.
Yeah.
So, it's all right.
Forgot to
I
do
got
that.
it. We're good.
It keeps us young.
That's what it does. It frustrates me.
I'm going to take a second shot, though, if I can.
Yes, you can.
If he didn't go down.
I did not.
Wah, wah, wah.
Nice.
That arrow hits. Another 3 hit points of damage. All right. It is the owlbear's turn. As it targets Durston. I am going to use my nat 20 since this is probably our last combat.
What the?
Poor Durskin.
He just wants to give Durston a hug. It's fine.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right. As he is going to do damage. 6. Okay, as he does 7 hit points to Durskin as his second attack. As that one hits
Oh,
as well.
no.
Jeez.
I need to. It's actually, I forgot. It's every time they hit in first edition. It's not just the 2 hits. So let me read it here real quick.
Thought if both attacks hit, he gets the hug.
Actually, it is the owlbear attacks with its great claws and snapping beak, and then grasps a victim and squeezes and bites it to death. If a score on a paw hit of 18 or better with either of its forelimbs, the owlbear has dragged the victim to itself, and the opponent will take an additional 2 to 16 points from the hug. That melee round, and every melee round thereafter until the owlbear is killed. So I didn't have to hit him with both. I only had to hit him with one. So I am going to do the damage on this first.
Poor Durskin, he'll be missed.
And I am going to do the hug damage. For an additional 9 hit points. See that?
Damn!
So
He's dead.
That put him at negative 12.
He's dead.
And the bite. The bite now is going over to beyond. Not beyond, but to. God damn it. Our cleric. Oh, I can never
Renoir.
I can never remember Renoir's name. I don't know why. It's like I'm looking right at it. Like, why can't I say the word Renoir? As he hits you with the beak.
Ooh.
As you suffer another 4 hit points of damage, bringing you down to 12. All right, that is it for the owlbear. Renoir, you are up.
Kill it.
I think you guys have high expectations for my rolling ability.
Kill it.
You missed by 2.
I think I got some pluses. What?
You have 3 pluses, so if you want to use 2 of them, you can take the hit.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
Big number.
1.
1 plus 1.
We got it. Nice shot.
Nice
shot.
As it had 1 hit point left. I was wondering if you were going to hit it. That's all you had to do was hit it. As you slam
Nice shot.
onto it, suddenly the owlbear cries out, "Arr!" and you hear this wailing of a smaller owlbear in the other side of the other side of the room. As you guys,
I'm going to check on Durskin, but I know we know the answer.
the owlbear hugged him and literally ripped open his chest, and you could see, actually ripped open his back where he hugged him and ripped him and shredded him. You could see his armor shredded. His rib cage has been ripped out from the back, exposing his kidneys as his internals are slowly leaking out onto the floor around you.
Well, that's above my power.
You
That'll
can
pop
survive with you can survive with only one kidney. So
All right. Anything on the owlbear here?
Go ahead and give me investigate or search checks. I mean, just D6 search checks to see what
All
you
of us,
may-
or just
Yeah, everybody, because this is gonna be kind of a.
yes.
So there's nothing really that you find on the owlbear. It's just a beast, but you do find out that it is a female owlbear, obviously the mother of the owlbear cub. However, Biamba, near the entry where the door is, I'm sorry, over here in the corner back here where there's a bunch of trash and stuff. I remember, if you remember, I described there's like chunks of flesh around here and stuff.
Yeah.
You find the entirety of an arm. Not an old one. Not old in the sense that it's been here forever and it's decayed and now it's all bone. Relatively new, probably with less than a week or so. But this arm has a tattoo on it.
Is it the same tattoos on the armor?
No, it is not. But you guys all do, or Biamba, you do recognize the tattoo on the hand is almost identical to the tattoo that is on the face of the half-orc that you guys saw in the bar.
Oh. The one we almost got into a fight with.
Yes.
Does it look like a half-orc arm?
No, it doesn't. It looks like a human.
Okay.
somebody whip their phone out and take a picture of that.
Okay. What the fuck?
Do we need to bring that with us, all seriousness?
Hello, can I give you a hand?
We're just going to go search the nest.
Okay. As
With
you
that bugbear.
as you go toward the nest, the young baby, like owlbear, and it sort of meanders over toward Modred. And this thing's probably about maybe the size of a large dog, about a third of the size of its mother. As it's sort of coming over, you're like,
I have the animal handling skill, so it's usually for
handle
wild
this animal.
animals. Well, it's up to the DM if he'll allow it, because it's usually used for wild animals, but it can be.
You can't
used
get
for
no
stuff
wilder than
like-
a baby owlbear.
Well, they're kind of magical, so it's kind of up to him if he wants to allow it.
oh, it's up to you if you guys. I mean, it's up
I'll
there.
try it.
It's up there right by.
Yeah, I see it. I just ran over there. I'll try to, give it some snacks, some bits of flesh from that arm, I guess.
All right.
Modred talks soothingly to it as he's doing that.
Yeah, just use my animal handling and see if I can try to get it to calm down and
Okay.
not try to.
It seems calm, and as you go to sort of handle it some food, you can see that it's nowhere near as mangy looking as this. Think of this. You know what seals look like, right? You know how they go club baby
Yeah.
seals? Think of this as what the baby seal would look like. Its fur looks really soft. Its eyes are
Right.
real big and doughy. And it sniffs up to you, and it starts licking at the food. And it looks up at you. It's like, and it moves towards you, and it starts rubbing up against you, like a kitten would do against its mother, as it starts rubbing up on you.
So I'll start giving it meat and maybe
it's
some
like,
water.
And it starts like lapping at the water and chomping at the food.
Until I can tell that it's fed enough. I don't want it to overeat too.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that if you keep feeding it, it's going to keep eating. Almost like it's like, I know this might be my last meal, so I got to eat what I can.
Right.
But it immediately, as I said, it's sort of rubbing up against you and pawing at you and scratching at you, not in like an attacking kind of a way.
Right.
But like bumping you. It's kind of a big, even though it's small, it's kind of big. It probably weighs close to 200 pounds. It just sort of bumps into you. You've been bumped into by like large animals before, and it's kind of like that, like getting bumped by a small horse. You know, it sort of bumps you. It's like, and it sort of it sort of lays down and rolls slightly. Rolls back the other way, almost like it's scratching its back.
I'll make a leash and attach it someplace here on the walls.
Okay.
And so that he can stay in his nest and won't.
Before you do that, I want to search that nest.
That's fine. We can
and if we need to distract it,
play with
we
them.
have a chicken. We have a chicken and a cat to distract it if we need to.
Nah,
I got a wolf too. I could bring the wolf in. The wolf and him would probably be good playmates.
All right. So searching the nest, there's nothing there. You find remnants of what appears to be a human body, what looks to have been remnants of leather armor, chewed up and shredded, almost like a cat using it as a scratch toy. But other than that, you don't find anything that appears valuable. Although, Modred, your knowledge of city and stuff like that, you know that exotic creatures are definitely in high demand. And you could probably get a pretty fair coin for this exotic creature that you've got.
We could probably sell that owlbear for a good chunk of change. I was hoping there was some eggs down there, but obviously there's not.
No, but in Diamond Lake, could we sell it, or we have to take it all the way to Greyhawk?
Well, I mean, we could probably find a buyer or somebody that knows somebody in Diamond Lake, and we could make arrangements. But I don't know. I mean, the Agora, there may be some wealthy individual that might want to, even our benefactor might buy it from us. Might trade us that magic sword.
He'll stay here now that I got him leashed up pretty good. I'll make sure that leash is nice and strong.
Yeah, so anyway, that is where we are going to leave off tonight. That way we can kind of pick up next week doing whatever we do here or heading back to town. Unless, we got 15 minutes. Unless there's something else you guys want to do, we can head back to town and kind of wrap it there, or we can just...
Yeah, I'll cast Cure Light Wounds on myself while we're thinking about it. Just real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to
get back to town.
Did you say this? The upstairs is completely caved in, or it's sagging?
No, it's just collapsed. The roof, the ceiling here, nice. The ceiling here is very saggy, but there is literally no upstairs. I mean, there is, but everything's collapsed. The walls are partially standing, but mostly collapsed, so there's really no upstairs to speak of.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't really figure out how to target myself.
Same way you target
how you can open the doors by clicking on them.
Yeah, dude, did you know that? Unless I had the door locked. Unless I have the door locked, then. You gave yourself 8 hit points, right?
That's what I tried, but I can't really target myself. I ended up targeting Yamba, but I
right.
can't do myself.
You're back. You got 18 now.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.
Sean, I'm going to pick up Durskin and throw him over my shoulder, and I'll carry him back.
Okay. All right. So you guys headed back to town? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're going to try to follow the wheelbarrow tracks, but I think you said they were going to town anyways.
Yeah, they're headed to the road, so you could probably follow them at least partially way, but the road itself, is pretty worn and used, so it might be difficult to track it. Excuse me, all the way back to town. What about the arm and with the tattoo? Are we going to take that with us, or what are we doing?
Oh yeah, we are. That's a souvenir.
All right. All right. So, you guys find yourselves sort of completing your
dog.
Yeah, sort of completing your search here. It's still before 12 o'clock as you guys exit and get back onto the road. Less than a half an hour later, you guys find yourselves back at... Oops, wrong map. God damn it. I do this every time. The way this thing works is like if I click on it, it moves it to the top of the list. So if I click it and then go to activate it, I'm activating the wrong map. But anyway, you guys find yourselves back in Diamond Lake. I'm not going to put the owlbear on here, but...
I put it in the party chat, or the party...
Okay, thanks. But you guys find yourselves right about 12 o'clock. You find yourself back in Diamond Lake. Where do we want to go first, and what do we want to do?
I
Probably go see Alastor.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. Yep, Alastor.
I got to give that sword up.
You get Alaston?
Alaston, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right.
Before you give that sword up, let's find out how much he's willing to pay for that owlbear. We might be able to get it in trade.
All right.
Be okay with that.
I will move everybody if I can.
Just so you guys know, we still got dude's boat. We should. He's got that houseboat. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. It's clean now too.
Yeah. So maybe instead of staying in the inn, we can go stay on the houseboat.
That's fair. All right.
Take it.
You guys find yourselves back at the home of Alaston. You are greeted once again by a servant, the ghostly presence of a servant. He escorts you guys in to Alaston's study, and there you can see he's working on some text and some ciphers and whatnot. And he looks up, and his eyes kind of go wide, seeing the dead body slung over the shoulder of Mulgar. My dear gods, what has happened? How did this man fall?
He fell protecting us from an owlbear.
An owlbear? And all of a sudden he hears a... And he looks, he goes, where did you get that? Where did you get that?
He's my friend. I named him Alfred.
As you are, just so you know, I want to be clear, your wolf wanted no part of the owlbear. In fact, your wolf stayed out of sight while you were walking with that owlbear.
Oh, he knows.
He wanted no.
He knows
part.
he's still my number one.
But as you guys are as I said, you're brought in and you're seated and you're given drinks. There is a room with a table with which to lay Durskin Basada's body so that he can be given to one of the local churches. Apparently he was, being a fisherman, was not much of a into the mines, but the new church in town struck his fancy, and so his
Can we keep his sword?
as he
I was gonna
looks
see if it's magic or not.
It is magic. We've seen that already.
as he takes the blade back from you. I am grateful that you have returned this unscathed. I hope that it served you well.
As I tear up.
But
But I am going to take Durskin's blade.
okay. It's a bastard sword, so I can give that to you.
Yeah.
I've got
At
an
least
open
it's
slot.
magical.
Maybe I can do it.
Yeah, go
Oh, no,
for
I
it.
don't.
Um,
Actually,
I can't use it, but we need a magical weapon. So, yeah, if you can use it, go for it.
okay.
Yeah, give it to Biamba.
All right. So he says that as he was the closest you had to friends, I would beseech you to speak with his priest for the rites of proper burial for a follower of Juskar.
I will do that.
he was a follower of just. You're kidding me.
There is a
Oh my
there is a new church in town which he was investigating and seeing if he was going to be. This was a follower that he could get behind, but apparently this new fellow Deglin is rather persuasive to many of those who were wanderers in the wild, so to speak. So when you speak with Deglin, let him know how bravely he died defending others, for I feel that the congregation would do well to know that. And so he takes the body and sort of lays it out and covers it with cloth. So, have you discovered more? What is there in the Whispering Cairn that we do not already know?
Well, we
We
tell him
relate
about
to him.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, you
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
About
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
We relate to him what we found so far. You know, with the new tunnel and the ghost and the strange tentacle creature and the trap room with the balls. And ask his opinion on whether or not that ghost is going to keep his word.
Oh, spirits are fickle creatures, but this symbol that you found on this arm is interesting for sure. This was actually
similar one on Half Orc.
Ah, yeah, well, I believe Cullen used to work the mines. There was a rather nefarious and greedy miner by the name of Garaven Vest. He used to brand his workers. And it was sort of, he called it a badge of status, but it was nothing more than branding slaves who worked his mines. But he was put out of business, almost bankrupt, in fact, to the point that Balaber Smenk bought his mine for pennies on the dollar, or pennies on the gold, coppers on the gold. So I believe that most of those that used to work for the Vest mines now work for Smenk in his mines. So it's interesting that a group of his men were out at the Land Farmstead. So
Well, we tell them they're digging up the graves too.
his eyes kind of go,
Yeah.
You're certain of this? We're certain
Yes.
that there were bodies buried there for sure, not just empty graves dug in waiting?
Pretty sure.
It is
Yeah,
concerning.
all the tombstones had born and died dates on them, except for the bones.
Except for one. Yep.
Yeah, except for the bones we consecrated.
It is concerning. However, I think once you have had a chance to rest, and since you have returned the bones to the ground, it perhaps would be prudent to return, or your choice to discover and try to determine why these men were at the land farm digging up graves. But I shall leave that to you on which you feel is your best course of action. I think both of them have merit, but it should be your decision on which path you wish to pursue.
Bob, do you got contacts? Does your guild have contacts here that you could talk to?
I have many contacts that I speak with here as well as in the city. Why? What is it that you seek?
Well, I was just wondering if maybe, I'm thinking it's a necromancer that's stole these bones or those corpses.
That would be much concern, to be sure. So what is it you would like me to do?
Put out some feelers and see if that's the case.
Well, in the meantime, you can continue your investigation, perhaps by releasing this spirit and being able to pass to the next part of the tomb. Perhaps there will be answers there that will aid us. But certainly I will be able to poke around, or at least ask contacts, which I think, again, is something you can do as well.
Do that.
All right. Anything else to bring up with Alastor?
No.
I thought you were going to try to sell the owlbear.
Ask him if he wants to trade that magic sword for the owlbear.
Yeah, no. However, he does know several dealers of exotic animals and creatures. He could probably get you a pretty decent price for your baby owlbear. They are without a doubt violent and vicious creatures, and even those that try to raise them from the time they are hatched in an egg soon come to find out their true nature.
Oh yeah, he's not staying.
Yeah.
And we'll try to get us a good price for it.
Oh, I shall put you in touch, and you can negotiate your own price.
Okay.
All right. With that,
Yeah, I don't think he wants it in his house.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Could you put that bastard sword on my inventory?
I will. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay.
All right. As you guys find yourselves once again back in your comfy abode of the excuse me, I keep yawning. Of the carriage company or the carriage inn. That is where we are going to end tonight's session. Hopefully everybody got at least something out of it and things went well for you. In the meantime, let's see if we can't not break ending. Dummy. Ending, not going there. So we will pause there until next week. I will be here next week. Hopefully you guys will be too, unless there are people traveling for the holidays next week. Anybody?
I'm not.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Nope.
So the plan is to game next Monday. If you follow the stream, you know we have our 5e game is this Friday. I do intend to play. It might be a little noisy because we get the grandkids this Thursday, and we're going to have them through
I know how that
Monday.
is.
So we're going to have it through Monday, and they like to be noticed. So I have no doubt that they will be here interrupting the stream. But the stream starts at 7:30. They're usually taking their bath and in bed before 9. So knock on wood that it won't be too bad. But I do plan to, as I said, game this Friday. So if you follow us, please swing by. If you're not on our Discord, get on Discord because that's where I usually post whether or not I'm able to play. I don't usually put a lot of stuff out on Twitch. You just show up and I'm not there, I'm not gaming. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, come check out our Discord. In the meantime, we're going to find somebody that we can raid. And looks like it's going to be the usual. Who is this? Oh, all right. So we have Modred, but there is a bold Mordred out there. So who is that? I wonder. Let's go check them out. I got folks that followed me that I follow back. That a lot of them I haven't actually gone to see, but let's go. Yeah, I was actually subscribed to these guys for a while. How about that? So I'm going to do that. We're going to bounce over to these guys. Hopefully, you guys will stay with us as we go to raid over there. But yeah, so yeah, so essentially, the game system that we use is based off of Ostrich, but I try to do as many of the rules as I can as first edition. So, but I have no control over the game system, and I don't want to try to like go in and modify everything myself. It's just much easier. It's based on Ostrich. It's really close to AD&D First D, so we're good. So anyway, we're gonna bounce over and raid over to Bold Mordred. Hopefully, you guys will follow us over there. Appreciate you guys hanging out there with us all night long. Hopefully, it was okay for you. I know I had fun. Players, I hope you had fun. If you didn't, too bad, so sad. We're going to repeat next week. And you can have no fun next week, too. And yeah, I feel bad about Bear hugging our guy to death, but it was either him or your cleric, so it was your choice. So yeah, we will see you guys Friday. And if you don't do 5E and you're only on 1E, we will see you next Monday. But remember, in a world, you can be anything you want. All we ask is that you be kind. See you guys. See you next week.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks, everyone.
Does it work? Does it work? And it works.
I want to also just remind Shy to maybe make a personal note that you will
Those are some
have
cool
what I'm
graphics
assuming
right
Blade
there.
will allow
Yeah.
me to get away with a surprise attack
I like it.
for your next turn, which is what, you go second in the